Hello, everybody. This is just going to be a short one, so don't. It's just going to be a short one. That's all. I'm just waiting for people to come on live, and then I'm going to uh, add you, um, or ignore you. But I probably won't. You guys already know I don't pretty much ignore anybody. Uh, but it is what it is. Um, so yeah, there's only two people watching right now, which is cool. I get it because I'm a jackass. I just fucking do this randomly. So there's only two. Bella Rose, don't don't start. If you want to come on, you can come on, but don't. you're you're a funny motherfucker. I will tell you that. You are a funny mofo. I'll drop the link for. I'll drop the link. Renee, how are you? I'll drop the link. Uh, Bella, you kill me, jerk. What a fucking jerk. Uh, yeah, Renee, it's good to see you, and I'm glad that you're here. This is just a last minute thing, and Bella's like stalking me. She's like, "Oh, oh, he's on. I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna kill him." Because that's what she does. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Hey, you're walking the dog. What kind of Rottweiler, Pit Bull, German Shepherds? What do you got going on there, Bella Rose? Because you're a mean person, so you have to have a mean dog. I'm just asking for a friend. Mudgy ripped Roscoe and Mudgy two labs. Mudgy ripped his nail off, so I'm up till vet opens at 6. So Roscoe and Mudgy two labs, you're dealing with a vet emergency, but you can't. There's no 24-hour one you can go to. Like I'd have to drive 30, 40 miles to go to one, but there is one. But there is one. Hey, Mob Rats Exposed, thanks for coming on this horrible, horrible uh, live. If you want to join, you can. Yes, it's just horrible. You can join. Yeah, yeah, you can. MRE, you can. If you want to come on, you can. This is just horrible. I apologize in advance because I'm a jackass. It's fine. But yeah, you're welcome to come on anytime, and I'll drop the I think I did. Yeah, the link. Bella Rose is also here picking on me, MRE. So feel free to pick on her as well, or pick on her back. She's very mean. She's very mean to me. I don't know why. Like I've been mean to her. I get that. So she's mean to me, but she's just like aggressive, like very mean to me now. I don't. Ugh, I don't know why. Yeah, yeah. You come on whenever you want, Steve Herod. Yeah, fight MRE Bella Rose. You fight him and see what happens. That's funny. Mhm. Steve Herod, you're welcome to come on anytime. You, I love that fight me. Dude, you're killing me. You know how late we are up. We're awake. This is crazy. But we're doing it. We're fucking doing it because we don't give a shit. Thank you, Steve. I try to be a good dude. Mob rats. Or mob rats exposed. Love you, Bella lady. Dude, she's insane. Like, she's crazy. Like, she'll attack you. Be careful. Be careful. She challenges me. I call her a gilf. She doesn't even know what that is. She's a gilf. She has no idea what that means. She has no idea what that means, man. It is what it is. It's what it is. It's what it is. Thank you, Renee. Are you trying to take place of Rudy I. Herrera or whatever his name is? Yeah. 123 in Michigan. I love Michigan. I fucking love Michigan. Yeah. Well, not during the winter, but I love Michigan. It's inappropriate. Very inappropriate. 556. You know who's inappropriate? You, Bella Rose. You are the most inappropriate person I've ever talked to, and I love it. It's great. And you're a jerk, so it's fine. Yeah, Steve, Rudy the timekeeper. Yeah, Bella Rose, just stop. It's fun. It's fine. We both hate each other. We both make smart comments. It's fine. Get along. Get along. Can't we all just get along? MRE, if you're still here, can you talk to Bella and get OA, other Amber, on board with our mentality? I know she's pretty much there in general, but yeah, she needs to stop with telling me it's inappropriate. I know she's breaking balls, but we need to get OA, Bella Rose, sorry, on board with, um, you know, the real world. And she is, for the most part. But Bella Rose, you want to come on? Oh, there's MRE. I'm sorry. I just saw it. Sorry, dude. I just saw it.
I like that helmet. Is that a Vietnam era helmet?
It's Korea, Vietnam, yeah.
Oh, okay, a little mixture between both.
Yeah, it's not World War II. It's got the olive drab canvas chin strap. So yeah, it's not World War II.
Yeah, I've seen that. You've had that up there for a while, that one, right? Or do you switch it up with that and another one?
No, I keep that's like I have that helmet and then like the stuff in the
You ever
case.
see what they do? They make lamps out of the helmets. It's pretty cool. I know.
Yeah, they do. I don't want to ruin it.
Well, yeah, they do ruin them, but it is pretty cool. They usually do it with a lot of Vietnam era helmets that, like, there's a lot of them out there, you know. I've seen people make lamps out of them and stuff. Pretty neat.
Do you want me to wear it? I'll wear it.
Oh, well, yeah, if you want.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I have two display cases, as you know, stuff I have my grandfather brought back, and I just have two display cases, and that's not a World War II American helmet, Vietnam, Korea, that kind of thing.
I posted a Civil War mini ball that I found in Roanoke, Virginia. On my shorts. Yeah, my shorts channel, like the shorts, those little shorts you can upload.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a little mini ball. They only had a little bit of damage to it. If someone was like, "Wow, that must be worth a lot of money," it's like they're not. They're very common.
Was it fired or was it dropped?
No, it was dropped. It wasn't never.
That's even better.
It's had a little. It's got like a little dent in the in the bottom of it, but it's in pretty good condition. But no, that's not worth money. Like some people think, well, like I had a few comments like, well, that people must be worth a lot of money. It's like, no, it's really not.
No, they're not worth a lot of money. I mean,
They're common.
historically, they're invaluable.
Yes, historically wise, but like if you're for money wise, it's not like you can
that's not
go find them and go get a bunch of money for them.
No, you're not gonna do that.
But yeah, I got it in Roanoke, Virginia.
No shit, and Virginia. Well,
yeah, in Virginia, maybe someone dropped it or something. My cousin actually, I didn't find it myself digging. My cousin did, and like he had a bunch of them in his shed and stuff like that, and he gave me a couple. And I think I gave one away to a little nephew, and I kept one.
Whether it's like you that,
but he dug it up. He went and dug it up. He did dig and find them. So he's saying that someone must have dropped it. It must have dropped, in a skirmish, or somebody just dropped it and it fell.
Maybe because in the fight they dig through their the boxes, the bullet boxes, and things like that, and they drop stuff.
Yeah,
and so it may be have been in a battle, and there's just like they're frustrated.
I don't know if it was a 50 cal, Renee. I don't know. Is it a 50? I don't know what kind of mini ball it is. What size? I'm not sure.
A 5.56. I'm sorry, not 5.5. Jesus Christ, that's my name. Mini ball. I forget what caliber that is, but it's.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's MINNIE or MINIE. But it's they basically call it a 3-ringer, right?
Yeah, it's got the 3 rings.
3-ringer.
Yeah, you can see where the powder would have went in the. It's got the hollow in the bottom, that hollowed area.
Yep. I
was watching some good Civil War stuff recently about what you call the Missouri and Kansas and all that stuff, and the Mason-Dixon line and all that, and how like Lincoln had to send the martial law into Maryland to arrest like the legislator and stuff, so it did not go join the Confederacy, or Washington would have been surrounded.
I wish that could happen again because Maryland is so horrible. I wish that could actually happen again.
Well, you see what they did recently? I don't want to touch on politics, but they released videos of what happened at the Capitol building, and all the farce that they were saying was just a farce. Like, yes, there was some idiots there breaking stuff and acting stupid. There was a couple of them, but the majority of the people were let in and walked around and were very peaceful and were like picking things up and
actually got escorted around.
Yes, they did. Even the guy they put in jail, somebody with a buffalo helmet. He had like a helmet of a buffalo. There, it shows the cops and him talking, them letting him in, and all kinds of stuff.
You and I cannot.
A lot of time in prison. There's so many people all over the country doing massive prison time for that. Like there was FBI agents there acting like they were people, and they were the ones causing the trouble too.
You and I cannot get into this publicly because you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but you're right. There were people there that got escorted through, like literally, like the protesters escorted through the Capitol. And things like
it looked like a history tour because I've been on history tours, so it looked like a history tour. You see the police walking the people; they're all walking between the little ropes and stuff, and of course you're gonna have some idiots doing dumb stuff. Like those people were morons to break the window and jump in that late at Pelosi's. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was dumb stuff. Of course,
those are all provocateurs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about.
We'll change the subject because the algorithm will pick it up.
Other things, but yeah, there were people that went to the Capitol on the 6th that were fucking stupid and did stupid stuff. But there were people that were there.
Most of the people were there peacefully.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, hey, people ask me if I was there. Like people like on YouTube, like, were you there? I'm like, no, dude, I was never at no Capitol ever. One time in the '90s, I did. I had a train stay, like overweight, like 45 minutes. I had to wait for a train, and I did go look at the State House back then.
Yeah, yeah, dude. So back when I was a kid, when my dad worked for the government, he was an attorney and a judge and things like that. You know, there's actually a train, like a real train under the Capitol.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I don't know, but I believe it.
I took it from the Capitol to Crystal City in Virginia.
Well, do you ever hear of that place in Virginia? For many years, people thought it was this resort, and literally hundreds of, like a mile underground, there was a whole city, like, you know, where Congress would stay. If you know, there's shelters like that all over the country.
Oh,
Picture the high-tech things they got built underground.
You and I could have a very good conversation because I live in the triangle of death because of the federal government.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I took the train, the underground train from the Capitol to Crystal City, Virginia. Like a little underground trolley train kind of thing. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I did. And they can come after me. Come after me for giving it up. Yeah, I did. That was good stuff.
Now, have you ever been to the battle sites, Antietam over there?
I live by them. Gettysburg, Antietam. I'm right. I'm in the Death Triangle. So I got Camp David,
Camp David,
Site R, and Site C. I'm right in the middle of all of them. I am in the Death Triangle. Yeah. So, but yeah, Antietam. Not far away at all. Gettysburg, very close.
Antietam was the bloodiest battle of the Civil War.
Yes, it was.
Like they lost like 29,000 Americans that day.
Yeah, that was
in that battle.
Yeah, that was horrible. But I'm very close to that. You can go to Sharpstown, Antietam. You can visit the cemeteries, and you go to like Sharpstown. So there's people. Like modern military people that are buried in these cemeteries around these Civil War battlegrounds.
Like Arlington too. Arlington originally was Robert E. Lee's home. They actually, to be buried at Arlington in the beginning was a great humiliation. Nobody would want to be buried at Arlington when it first was around. They did that purposely so the Lees could never occupy their home again. They turned it into a graveyard.
You are absolutely correct, and that's where my father is buried.
Really? No kidding. Now it's a great honor.
Now
it's a huge honor now, and honor. Everybody knows Arlington and Boulevard vets there, but in the beginning of Arlington's conception, it's a very good history of Arlington House, for sure.
Yeah, no, you're.
And Lee could have. They offered Robert E. Lee command of the Union Army the day the Virginia convention was going down. They offered him command of the army because Winfield Scott was old. You know, he was an old guy. He couldn't mount a horse no more. Really, he was old. So they were going to give it to Lee, but Lee could not fight against Virginia, his home state. Or Lee would have joined the Union. He loved the Union.
And then one of the things you should bring up is where Lee surrendered, and
I sat in those chairs.
Yeah, and it's
well, see, everybody thinks the Civil War ended when Lee surrendered. No, it went on after that. Like, Lee only surrendered the Army of Northern Virginia. That's it.
Correct.
He didn't surrender the whole. So, like, there was other. Joseph Johnson was out there. You had armies in Texas. There was other.
Yeah, people. Yeah, people don't understand like the true, and that's a great thing of what you do. You expose this information. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a picture of my dad at Arlington, but no, you expose real information and the true American history, which is.
Well, I don't have a channel doing it. I just talk about it.
No, I know, and that's what's important. I don't care how you do it, and it gets
Well,
it.
it's fun.
Yeah,
I like
well,
talking history.
yeah, it gets it out there. But people have no idea.
Well, they don't teach it no more in schools. They don't teach American history in schools no more. They
No,
really
of
don't.
course, no, of course not. Why would they? That would be. Why would they do that? That would be
Yeah, people would
important.
have pride and love their country. Why would they? They
Yeah,
won't do that. Yeah,
yeah.
they don't teach.
Why
It's
would they?
amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I know this kid who's got a cousin that goes to college and stuff. Right? He wants to be a history teacher. One time we had a talk. He didn't know nothing. Like, it blew my mind. Like, he didn't know nothing. It was just amazing to me. The
No,
stuff he did not know anything about. It blew my mind.
yeah, no, they don't. They don't care
I was like,
anymore.
how are you going to go be a history teacher? You don't know any of this stuff. Like, they saw the War of 1812, the American Revolution. You don't know about Tecumseh. You don't know about none of this
They
stuff.
don't. They don't care. Okay, all right. And I'm sorry for cursing, but I can say what I want on my channel. But they say like fuck history. Like they don't care. They deny history. They deny.
We learn from history. History is very important because you
Well,
learn from history. It repeats itself.
and that's important. People should learn from history, and
Yep.
history does repeat itself. But people are so fucking stupid that they don't, and then they try to block it. Like they try to ban it, or what do you call it? They try to darken it, like it doesn't exist
Like taking
anymore.
down the Columbus statues. Do you know the
Right.
one thing I like what President Trump did is he found this old law. He got one of his lawyers to find this old law where if you go and knock down, and that's why nobody's doing it no more. If you go knock down of any federal monument now, you get like
Mhm.
10 years automatically. Automatically 10 years. You don't get out in 3, you don't get
Yeah.
out in 2. You do 10 years in federal prison if you go disfame or destroy any kind of federal statue nowadays because they were going after Jefferson.
Good. It's fucking ridiculous of what
And ignorant too. Like we
they're
learn from our
dumb.
history, and one person's hero is another person's whatever bad guy. But like, leave Christopher Columbus's statue there.
You can't, and you know this. You can't change history,
No,
right?
you cannot. All you
Yeah,
can do is learn from it.
yeah, you can't change history. So all these people that are trying to do it, like tearing down memorials, tearing down, they're tearing down fucking cemeteries. They're
Yep.
tearing down all kind of statues, things like that. Um, it's crazy. It makes no sense. And this is the stupidity of people thinking like by doing that they're going to change history. Are you actually going to rewind history by doing these things? No, you're dumb. You're fucking stupid. You're dumb. You're
Yeah,
not
it's
going to do it.
ridiculous because they tore a lot of stuff down in Virginia, Washington, a lot of places. They even had to protect the statue in my state of, like I said, Columbus.
Yeah,
And to put like barriers around it for the longest time. Now they don't, and now, like I said, nobody is doing that now because now you'll end up in jail for 10 years.
yeah. It's crazy, dude. Like, how do people actually think they're going to change history? How do people actually
Well, they
think
think
by
if the statue's up, people are going to want to do that again. Like, no, like leave the statue up. That statue's not making people want to go conquer nations or enslave people or anything like that. Like, leave the
no,
statue alone. You
no,
can learn from it.
yeah, they're so stupid. They're so stupid. It doesn't change. You can tear down, as you know, you can. All they're trying to do is change history. And like we just talked about, you can't do that. You can't change history. So guess what, people? Fucking deal with it.
Yeah, you can't go back in time and change
No,
nothing.
no,
It's
no.
just ain't Back to the Future.
Yeah, no, fucking exactly. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't fucking
We
do
got
it.
casino talk in the chat. Who's at a casino?
Who's that a
Callie
casino?
G and Bella Rose go. Oh, cool. We said, what casino did you go? You got a lot of casinos over there. They where? Because they're from the West Coast.
Oh yes, Bella Rose is from Cali. She's very mean to me, by the way.
And she tried to punch me in the nose earlier in the chat. Said she's gonna
Yeah.
punch me in the nose.
She's very mean to me. Cheryl is awesome.
Cheryl the Regulator. Well, how did you pick that name from from what is it, Young Guns? Is that where you get the name Regulator? Is Mount
Yeah,
Up?
that must have been a Western movie related.
Yeah, Young Guns. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Young
Hey,
Guns.
just chilling. Good to see you.
Hi, just chilling. What's going on, man?
Just chilling, man. You are an amazing artist. Keep doing your great work. I know I've told you that before, and I'm going to keep telling you that. So that's awesome.
What was he doing? I didn't see.
No, Just Chilling is an amazing artist. Like, he's out in LA, and he's an artist.
Well, I've seen him show the graffiti and the stuff down there in LA. That was some cool stuff. I've seen. I watched his channel.
Yeah,
I've seen some of that.
Awesome. He is very.
I don't know what neighborhood it was. It was some place where, man, it was pretty cool. They had all murals all over the buildings, like all these murals and stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah, Just Chilling is an amazing. He's just an amazing artist. He's a great dude.
Some people do that with just spray paint. You know, there's some people with some talent out there. I can't imagine just with a spray paint bottle doing a whole mural. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I can dig it. Hey, Todd Father. No, I'm not bleeding anymore, Todd Father. I appreciate.
How you doing, Todd Father? How's the pizza? Look at that big pizza he's holding. That thing's huge.
Yeah,
could feed the army in Northern Virginia with that pizza.
I want Bella Rose to come on. She was on last night and a couple of nights ago. Bella Rose, I will hope you join, because I want you to try to be a smart ass to MRE. He will F you up.
No, I'm actually not too.
No,
I'm too quick with my bants.
I'm kidding. No, she's a good person.
She started to punch me in the nose earlier.
No, she's a good person.
Cheryl said she's going to cut my hands off too.
Yeah, what? Don't.
Todd Father's going to cook me in an oven.
Really?
Yeah.
Todd Father's going to cook you in an oven?
Yeah, Renee's going to shoot me with a 50 cal. The whole chat wants me dead.
What? Already? It's so early. It's only 1:45. It's so.
Well, I said I don't drink Pepsi or Coca-Cola. I only drink ginger ale.
Oh, it's turned on me. So it's not caffeine. All right. So anybody who wants to kill MRE can come on and actually tell him. And,
well, remember the thing where you would sit and everybody would throw that ball and try to dunk you in a tank?
Oh yeah, the little
Well, they should just hold me. Everybody throw rocks and stones at me, 15 feet away. $5 for a rock. Throw it at this guy's head.
Anybody that wants to kill MRE, you can come on my live stream right now and tell him to his face. And
if you had me tied up to a tree in your backyard, like the Hatfields and McCoys, Mountain Law.
Yeah, it's crazy. These people are. It's funny. People are so, and you know it's cool though. People on your show and my show, like Angel's show, things like that. These are good people. The assholes come in and then they say and do things.
You're always gonna get some jerks.
Oh yeah, but they pay for it.
Darts, yeah. Well, I know what's pretty cool, those blow dart guns. I used to have one, a nice, cool plastic one. It was real cool. I love those things.
Dude, could you imagine sitting in a tree and people are blowing darts at you? Like, you have to sit there and they're like, and then you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, God, I hope it misses.
Yeah, some cultures knew they would put these, like, they would dip the tips on certain things where they could knock you out.
Lionfish. They're very poisonous, so they do lionfish.
Oh, what do you mean? They put the dots in the tip of the? Oh, all right.
They would poison it with lionfish, whatever the poisonous lionfish have. But yeah, they would do that.
So did the archers during the Battle of Agincourt. A lot of them archers would put feces and stuff like that on their arrows.
Well, I do that when I drive to Walmart, but it's a different issue. I don't want to talk about it.
It was pretty interesting though.
Yeah, but no, they take lionfish, like lionfish, or very. They have a very poisonous thing, and they would put them on darts.
Toads too, correct? Toads are frogs.
Yes, there actually is a toad that's very poisonous, and they do that too. Yeah,
Yeah, on their backs. I
absolutely.
think Native Americans did that also. With, like
Yeah.
how they would like knock out these big animals and stuff too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Very fascinating stuff is before horses arrived on the continent, the Native Americans would
Yes.
scare the buffaloes to jump out to fly off cliffs and stuff. They would get them to run as a big herd to jump off cliffs. It's very interesting also.
Yep.
And the way they did it was mad strategic, and it was like this art form of it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's true, and people don't understand. Like, could you imagine living that way today? How
That'd
society,
be pretty cool.
yeah, how society would be.
Oh, they would freak out, but
Oh, they'd be.
well, that's how they fed. That's how they made their weapons, fed their children, had clothing, warmed themselves. Everything came from the buffalo.
Emma, are you reading this? Belarus just said, "Yeah, shoot 5.56 left eye." Do you see how she is
Violent.
Yeah, she's very violent. She's smart as hell, but she's very violent. I wouldn't fuck with her. But yeah. So you see,
That'll mess with the California people.
yeah, and that's the problem. She's from Cali, but she doesn't really.
Ever hear of Murder Mountain?
Yeah, Cheryl, don't support her. Stop doing that, Cheryl.
Ever hear of that Murder Mountain?
Yes, I have.
That's an interesting. Did you see the thing on Netflix about it?
I saw the documentary on it.
Callie
Yeah.
G's Renee knows a lot about that. He
Yeah.
knows a lot about that Murder Mountain place. He came on my channel one time and was talking me out for a few hours.
And I believe it.
Oh, it's true. It's true. They have like little armies, like Mad Max of Thunderdome, where like they patrol their little pot farms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like,
No, I believe it. I believe it 110%.
because it started in the 60s where hippies moved up there at 1st.
Mhm.
They just wanted to be like a little like place for them to get away and stuff. And then they started growing marijuana and over the years. And now that it went legal, it's different now, but it's still like, all right, these guys in LA one time looked up on Google Earth Maps. They looked up the farm and they went up there and robbed the farm. So that's why they have all these like bodyguards up there and people on 4-wheelers patrolling their properties.
It's a business. It's a business. It's a thing. It's a business. But yes, it does exist, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. These things are actually real. Like this thing that we're talking about, Murder Mountain, is actually.
Well, there's so many people go from all over the world. Everybody, like, hey, I get to trim weed all day and smoke pot for free. I want to go there. So there's people missing all over the world, from Australia, from Brittany, from everywhere in the world that would go there. And there's missing posters everywhere. They say Humboldt County, Jesse. That's correct.
Yep.
Humboldt County.
Jesse said it. Humboldt County. Jesse
That's where it is. I seen the thing on Netflix. It was pretty cool, man. Like they had these 8 guys who were like vigilantes that solved this murder, and all of them ended up dead basically because they had like, it went to their head after that happened. They were called like, I don't know, something 8 or the.
Oh yeah.
And they went to their head. They ended up shooting it out with other people, and sort of like the Wild West up there. And they have secret like places where they secretly like illegally grow pot up there, and it's pretty tapped.
It is, and the cartels are involved in it, like the Mexican cartels.
Yeah, well, listen what he said right there. I spent 3 grow sessions in Humboldt County in the late '90s. It's run by the cartels now. It was run by the hippies. I mean, wow, that must have been. You must have some cool stories about that. Wow, you should start a YouTube channel about that.
Holy shit, Renee.
3 seasons up there. You must have seen a lot of crazy, especially in the early '90s. But now it's all ran by cartels. That must be even crazier.
And they live there, and that's what's crazy. And they're illegal, number one, but they live there and they monitor it. They produce it. They maintain it, and that's what happened. I did that stuff, but on a lower level.
I
But these
wonder if
guys,
I wonder if they moved all the hippies out though. If there's still hippies up there, or is it totally controlled by like people that are under the cartels?
that's a good question. I
Or
don't
are there
know.
still independent like hippie esque people up there? I would just
I
get a
don't.
bunch of dogs on my property, mean dogs and booby traps.
I don't know. That's a good question. Like, how do they maintain it at this current time? That's a
Yeah,
good
because that
question.
was done. That documentary was done probably like I don't know, maybe
Hmm.
10 years ago. I think I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, a long time ago.
That
Yep, it was a
should be
long
pretty.
time
They
ago.
followed this one guy who was an illegal pot grower. It's this white, this white kid, and he was like constantly getting locked up and getting out and rebuilding his place, and his place getting destroyed and robbed. It was crazy.
Yeah, Renee, do you want to come on? You because you've been in that area. You live 50 miles from there. Yeah, Jesse, you can come on too. But
Oh,
Renee, it would be nice to hear. MRE would like and I would like to hear your personal
well, see what Jesse
experience.
said. They made it legal. Cartels bought properties and pharmacies. Wow.
No, they never bought. Okay, well, I can contest that, Jesse. Uh, the and I know you're a good dude, and I know you're honest, but the cartels bought certain things, but they did not uh, buy anything legal in the states. If that makes sense, like anything they bought was not legal.
But if they own a farm, isn't that legal? Let's say if they own a farm or a piece of property up there, they can legally grow it, right?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How
Hey,
you doing,
Renee.
man?
Hey, Renee. No,
Hey,
so I'm sorry. Go ahead, Renee.
no, just go ahead and ask me questions because I actually, I spent a lot of time up there.
Was it like that? Was it like Mad Max when you were up there? Like, how did they have? What was the security and like how
Okay,
did
the
the
way it was then, this was in the late '90s. It was all hippies. I worked for a guy that they called him Santa Claus because of his beard. He was an old white dude. And back then there was no cartels, none of that up there. It was all the hippies. And those old hippies, they're now in Oregon. They left about 10 years ago when the murders started getting crazy. So I would say like around 2002, 2003, which was around 5 or 6 years after pot became medical here, we started having liberal grow laws. And that also with the illegal immigration, a lot of the cartels were like importing people to go into California and set up grow sites. And now that's the big pandemic. We have, cartel grow sites in all of the federal lands out here in Yosemite. And they're in on federal lands now growing with these mass grows. And they're only catching like 10% of them. So the cartels used to control everything but weed, and they would send crappy weed to America. But now they learned how to grow from the old hippies because the old hippies sold their land, a lot of them.
was there any internal wars between the hippies,
Um,
and
Not that
feud?
I knew of. Not, I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. You would hear things like, sometimes families owned farms, and there was just literally barbed wire, between these properties, and they were both growing, and there'd be little feuds here and there, but nothing like now. It's frightening now. We used to go up there as college kids and stuff, to trim weed and to get some free weed out of it. And, every grow season, it's pretty exciting. You leave for a couple weeks and you come back with a half pound of pot.
What's the
And,
season now? Like a month
well, the
or
grow season starts usually in August. That's when the indicas are being harvested. And it ends in October. That's when most of the sativas are done.
Mhm.
The worst time to go there is probably in October because that's when the growers are getting greedy and they're trying to get top dollar for their last crops. And they're fighting things like the weather, the first rain damages things. So it gets really stressful once the rain starts coming, basically.
Renee, and make this clear. It depends on the part of the country that this is happening in, Because
Yes,
the
I'm only speaking of Humboldt County, California,
thank you.
also known as the triangle up here.
Yep.
And so this is the area where most really good pot throughout the country.
Yep.
Most of the outdoor pot here goes to where you guys go, like sour diesel.
Right.
You know?
I just want to make sure that people listening to this understand that, like, on the East Coast, it's not the same.
No, it's
as
not the
West
same.
Coast.
And I've had a certain guy in Connecticut try to tell me, he goes, "Oh, you don't know about pot, because if what you're saying is true, they'd be, 10 feet tall." Yeah, out here, they are 10 feet tall, the outdoor plants. See, people don't understand it till they see the farms,
People have no idea, dude.
No,
Like,
there's a
people
farm
have
near me.
no-
There's a farm near me right now that's fully legal, and there's 4 armed guards, and it's gated off, and it's about 2 football fields full of pot.
Yeah,
So they're not in like houses, like greenhouses?
No, they're all legal now. They do some indoor warehouses for sure, but a lot of it is outdoor. It's called light dep. So what they'll do is they'll let the sun grow most of the weed, and when they want the flowers to force flower, they'll roll them on wheels, usually on, they'll be in like 20-gallon containers, and the plants will be about 8 to 10 feet tall, and they'll roll them in on wheels and put them indoors in like a darkened area for 12 hours, and that will induce flowering.
Wow.
And that's when they start stretching and putting out the actual flowers that you smoke, and that takes...
And that's when the THC comes out.
That's when the THC, well, it's always there, but that's when it starts to develop. When you get to week 3, you start seeing buds like the size of your thumb. And then if it's an indica and it's being force flowered, usually 8 to 10 weeks it's usually done.
And where did you live when you went
California.
there?
We lived on the camps, man. We would camp out there.
So you didn't go home at night at all?
No, I would leave a couple of weeks at a time. I would go with friends though, but like I said earlier, we'd have guns, but it's still scary, man. There's wild animals out there too that'll,
Yeah,
bears.
Oh, you got freaking mountain lions out there and crap like that.
And we're all city boys. Like most of the trimmers, we're all from like San Francisco, Los Angeles, college towns like Chico State, which is near Humboldt. And you just go down, get once you get to Humboldt, and you literally can hold a sign up that you'll trim. The police don't care. The police don't bust people for weed really up there unless you're overdoing it, because they realize that if you can't grow pot, then the hardware store won't sell chainsaws and they're going to close down. And it's like country towns will all, go out of business because they've depended on it now. It's been, 40 years of this.
Yeah, no, of course. And California, I'm not going to.
Well, you know what? The Humboldt is like its own country within California. It's crazy.
Ever see a grizzly bear or anything like a grizzly?
I've never seen a grizzly bear, but I've seen bears, the smaller ones. I don't think we have grizzlies in California. I think we have black and brown bears.
No, you got brown bear. You got grizzlies.
They're probably in the mountains up near Tahoe. I'm in the valley. Yeah.
Oh, imagine that, being attacked by a grizzly bear.
Oh my God, bro. I've been watching those videos, and it's like they showed this guy, and he had a really good gun. He had a powerful Winchester 300. He shot the bear, and the bear just shook it off and ate him. It's like, oh my God.
That's
like,
pretty apt.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what you got. If you don't hit the bear in the right area, you're just going to piss it off.
And the poor bear's just trying to take a shortcut home. And it's and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to take a shortcut home.
And he smells your ass crack, literally.
Yeah, they got good senses of smell. What about the mountain lions? What about the
mountain lions are everywhere, even where I live. I live near Stockton, California, and we have deer and mountain lion and fish everywhere, which is good if some shit pops off because I've got guns and fishing poles. But if you go for a walk with your dog at night and you run into a mountain lion, that's not good. So
how many do you know of anybody who has dogs that ever got loose and were killed by mountain lions?
No, I don't. I live near a freeway. There's a lot of feral cats. And
how many? Like, do they run in packs?
Dude, like a lot, man. Like when I walk my little dog, I got to get ready to pick my dog up.
Do you ever see Angel Gotti running around gathering them?
No, but there is a pet rescue guy in a van that puts traps out here.
That was horrible. I'm
That
sorry,
was
Angel.
horrible.
I'm sorry.
Angel is gonna kick your ass, bro.
She probably is, but
That was one too many Coors Lights, dude. You're pushing the limit.
Well, you know, in Australia, they said they have such a feral cat problem. If Jerry was here, he'd probably know something about it. But they run in packs of so many
They
of them.
do. They do.
It's nuts.
They do. They're like, I was picking my wife up at the restaurant she works in, and I'm not even kidding you. There was at least 20 cats out there, and they all peeped their heads up when my car came up. Like,
Dude,
all
they're
in
scary.
unison.
Listen, I'd rather get
Yeah.
attacked by a dog than a cat. A cat freak me out.
Well, think
'Cause
about
they-
mountain lions, how big they are. They're just like cats, but they're big.
Oh,
Ugh.
even the cats, they can jump to your face and claw you and
Yes.
mess with a feral cat.
But you guys know who the least person we have to worry about. Troc throws birds out of windows.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, it's none of my business.
Don't say
Emma,
nothing about Darth Troc and his breathing issues. He's a nice guy.
Can't. No, nothing about breathing. I'm just saying. He.
Troc's a good dude. I like that guy.
No, I love him to death. He's awesome. I talked to his mom tonight.
I think when he puts the microphone too close or something.
Yeah, and he sounds like Darth Vader.
He does. He can be a dick sometimes, and like you want to tell him like, hey, dude, fucking stop. But you know him better than I do, MRE. But yeah, he's. I talked to his mom tonight, right, for a long time. So did my wife, and his mother hates him, which is cool. I get that. I get that.
Dude, you're a funny guy, man.
No, I'm serious. Like she fucking hates him.
I got a
And I
great
agree.
story that involves you, bro. Oh my God. So I wake up the other night. This is on you. This is your fault.
Okay.
556.
All right.
And I wake up next to my wife and I hit my phone and it goes on to I had paused the video of you, I guess, from the night before because I had to go to bed. And I opened my phone and I hit the play button and it's just you full blast yelling in my wife's ear. And my wife woke up and
Did I really
she's like,
do
who
that?
the hell's on? Yeah, oh my
Did
God.
I really
man.
do that?
I swear to God on my life,
I
my wife
apologize.
jumped out of bed like 2 feet from because your voice was right.
Oh boy. Well, I apologize for that.
She's Filipino, so she goes, "Who the hell was that?"
I apologize for that.
No, dude, your booming voice scared the crap out of my wife, and it was worth it.
apologize.
What was it?
No, it was
Headphones?
worth it.
You had your headphones in and they fell out and she heard it?
No, I had the phone on, and I woke up, and you know how when you wake up and your phone's next to you, you want to check for messages. So I hit the code on my phone so my kids don't mess it, and right when it opened, it was on his video from the night before, and I
Oh.
just hit it with my thumb, and it was full blast volume.
I apologize.
No, dude, it was great.
I apologize. I don't apologize for Troc. His mother hates him, but I apologize for that.
Don't
I
apologize. It was awesome. My wife is one of those people that wakes up startled and over exaggerates.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jumps
guys,
into a karate stance.
I gotta charge this for a little bit or it's gonna die. I
That's
shall
cool.
return.
No, that's cool.
All right, brother. I know how that is, man.
Yeah, no, I get that. But holy shit. I'm sorry that I was the first thing.
No, don't apologize. I told you it was funny.
Yeah. Hey Nunzio, how are you?
Nunzio.
Yeah, I feel pretty awkward. about
Nah, man.
thing, honestly.
You literally affected my life, and it was comedic value to me. She laughed after. It didn't matter. 'Cause, you know, it's awesome. You're 3,000 miles away. It still worked.
If I affected your life in a way that makes you laugh,
Oh, it was funny. It was funny.
then that's important to me.
When she first woke up, she made a face like The Rock, like one of her eyebrows went up.
Yeah, because that's what you already know. I'm the class clown, right?
Yeah, I always was too.
Hey, Charles Sullivan, good to.
That's why I get along with Lee. Lee and I
Oh,
We have a
me.
lot in common. We were out on the streets as teenagers, so we have a different view,
Yeah.
and and we have a kind of a hard sense of humor,
Hmm.
and so yeah, we get along. We tell some pretty fucked up jokes to each other. Lee's a funny guy.
Mr. Cole,
Yeah,
where is he tonight? I
I
haven't.
think he went to bed because I saw his dog licking his face last time. That usually means he has to go to bed. The dog
Well,
makes him go to bed.
I think the home locked down the doors and he wasn't allowed any more visitors. Is what happened. But no,
That's great.
I like Lee Cole. He's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, no, he's witty. He's got a quick wit,
Mhm.
and once you get to know him, as long as you're able to take the truth and handle criticism, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But
He's yeah, I agree. He's an asshole, but he's got a great sense.
yeah, but so am I. Like I'm an asshole too. Like that, I'm known. I'm just a regular commenter, but I'm known because
Cole.
well, what an asshole does is they tell you what you don't want to hear when it's true, and that's just what I'm good at. I'm sorry about it. I don't mean it, but
Don't be sorry about it.
But I kind of do mean it because I keep doing it for 45 years.
Don't be sorry for being yourself, dude. Ever.
No, it's true. But I'm hard on myself too. I expect people to be hard on me as well. I make mistakes all day long.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. Oh my God, am I not perfect?
Who is perfect?
Well, the people that say they are perfect or tell you they're better than you or they're good at stuff, those are the people to avoid because
you're
supposed to exactly. You let other people tell you what you are. I can't tell you I'm a nice guy. People that do that are weird. I can't tell you I'm a mean guy. That's for you to decide.
No, anybody that tells you they're perfect or try it, no, they're fucking lying. You already
Yep.
know this.
It's a red flag right away.
You're right.
My father always taught me to be confident but have humility too. Don't think you're better than everybody all the time. It's just not like that.
Well, I'm 110%.
I got pulled over by the cops last night. That's so funny that I'm talking to you.
Why? Because
I wanted to ask you, like right after the cop let me go and pulled away, I was like, man, I wish I could talk to my buddy about this. Like maybe you could tell me what the cop was thinking. So my car is a 96 Camry and the registration's been out for 3 years, right? And it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm not speeding, but I drive past him and he notices my stickers are expired.
For 3 years?
Yeah, well, it was sitting and I had to have the timing belt replaced and it needed over $2,000 in mechanical work because it was sitting. All the gaskets went bad. You know how that goes. Okay. So I have to get it to pass California smog regulations, which means it needs to run to get the old gas out of the system. So I let him know when he pulled me over, sorry, officer, I know my reg is out. Here's my driver's license. I shut the car off always. I always do that. I keep my hands right where he can see them. And I gave him, the info. My car is insured, but I don't have the reg. And I told him I'll be getting it this week. And, he said those words that make you nervous. Now, granted, I had my 45 ACP on me, shoulder holster under my jacket. So I'm playing it super cool. I literally just had gun charges dropped and got my rights back. So it's all legal. But I'm expecting him to say, hey, can I see your permit when he comes back from the car? But he comes back from the car. He says, have a nice day, sir. And lets me go. What was going through his mind? What could you tell me that I don't know?
So any good cop, if you tell them that you're armed or that you're like, hey, just so you know, I'm carrying that type of thing, a good cop is going to be like, well, I appreciate that. And they're just going to conversate with you just as normal. They're not going to pull a gun and point at your face, but they're going to be like, appreciate you telling me. And then you go through the transaction and whatever happens, the stop or fucking whatever it is. But a good cop, that's important. Good cop is going to just, oh, okay, cool. Well, thanks for telling me. and just keep going. They're not going to fucking pull their gun out, point it in
Yeah.
your face, and create a situation that doesn't need to happen, at all. Um,
Well, he
but
didn't know that I had anything on me. So and he didn't, when he went back to the car, I know that the information tells him that I have a permit. And he just didn't seem like he cared. I was actually really shocked.
well, I will tell you this: a lot of cops right now don't actually care.
You know,
They're
this,
tired.
yeah. And the steps that it takes to get a permit in California, I'm pretty sure he was like, look, this guy's got a legal gun on him. Just whatever. It might as well be a hammer or whatever.
Dude, I can tell you right now, cops are tired. They don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah, dude, that's the energy that I felt too. Yeah, yeah, that's the exact energy I felt. My wife was like, he didn't seem like he just wasn't enthused.
The problem is the good cops that don't care anymore because they support the Constitution and law.
Yeah.
And if you're a good cop and you don't care anymore, and that's happening a lot.
I feel terrible for police officers right now. I grew up slipping and sliding around the law, trimming pot, selling weed on the streets. Never was a felon, but never was best buddies with cops. I always respected them though, because I knew that they have a set of rules and so did I. So that was the common respect. And then now that I'm in my mid 40s, a lot of my friends are cops that I grew up with. And they're finishing 20 years of service right now. And so my views on police officers are much different. I have way more respect than ever now.
All I can tell you, dude, is my 30. I was a cop for 30 years, as you probably know.
Yeah.
It's different now. It's not whatever your experiences are or my experiences are completely different. It's not. We cannot relate it to. We can't relate it to 20, 25 years ago. We can't.
100%. And I remember those police officers. They were different people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the good cops, even during all this time, the good cops are the one that enforce the Constitution law. They stand by that. They stand by that. They respect people's rights and they enforce the Constitution and law.
Yeah.
And they're still out there.
The majority of cops are good cops, but the bad ones just stick out because they're held to a higher standard compared to a normal citizen. There's
no, you're right, and you're right.
It's such a high standard. It's almost unfair the way we treat cops in certain aspects.
Dude, I went through, and Bella just said I need professional help. I went through psychotherapy for post-traumatic stress disorder using EMDR.
Yeah.
So
I use examples with this. I told my son, I go, son, in a self-defense scenario, you have to worry about yourself. When a police officer has a gun pulled on them, the person that pulls it on them is not going to rob them for their wallet. They're going to shoot them immediately.
Right.
Police officers are held to a very high standard. That's just unfair to compare to regular people. As far as like weapons pulled on them, like there's no hesitation. They have to eliminate the threat.
And that's why, dude, and that's why, Renee, I was kind of comparing, like I was being a smartass with Bella Rose, but I was also being very honest. Like, cops are people too.
Yeah.
I did everything by the book, and like she said, you need help, real professional help. It's actually true. I did go through psychotherapy for PTSD.
Yep.
EMDR.
I'm sure you did, and you have to be careful when you do that because you don't want to lose certain rights. You know what I mean?
That's a valid point.
Like if you're in the military, like my older brother is a Green Beret, retired, 35-year colonel, and he's got certain things going on where he's seen things and he's had to sign orders where, young kids don't come back. He's a colonel. It's not like he's making cupcakes.
No, I get it. No, I get it.
You know what I mean? And it's like he's just the things he's seen that he has to forget, and the standards that he's always been held to. That's why I respect him so much.
He'll never forget, and that's
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is. But that's why I even made a smartest comment. I'm like, Bill Rose, love you, biatch. That was a smart ass comment, and she's a smart ass too. So
she's cool.
She can take it.
Yeah, she's a California girl. She's cool, man.
Yeah, but yeah, the real world. A lot of people don't understand what happens in the real world.
Yeah,
they watch news. They watch like Fox and shit like that.
They see the edited versions of what you go through.
Well, it's not me. I'm talking about like the real, like forget about me. I'm not important.
I'm talking about the police officer's experience.
I'm nobody, dude. Forget about me. I'm talking about what people watch on the news, right? So they watch, I don't care, whatever, local news, national news. They're like, oh, there's a car wreck. There was this, that, and the other thing, right, Renee? And and it's just like, and then they're just like, they go about their business. Like it's nothing.
Like it's desensitized.
Exactly. Thank you.
3 years ago, bro, when the pandemic thing was going on, my wife and I discontinued our cable. We got rid of our cable. We have YouTube on the internet, and we don't even know what local news is. If we want weather, it's on our phone. And you know what happened? We went from kind of a liberal-leaning independent house to a very conservative house where, we're not right-wing extremists, but we're more conservative than we were because we understand the power of the media and what it had over us when we were relying on it for information. And once we stopped relying on it for information, all of a sudden we started changing our opinions on things and realizing that we were pretty much brainwashed on a lot of stuff. So yeah, we don't watch cable in our house anymore.
And that's fine, but the important part is you realize where disinformation comes in.
Yes, sir. 150%.
I don't care about politics. I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, liberal.
But disinformation is so powerful, isn't it?
It is.
So easy for people to be misled with a story or a thumbnail.
Yep. And there's countries that about that do that stuff. Like, I don't know, say Russia, North Korea.
The whole thing is propaganda all day long. Yeah. Well, we have plenty of it here.
Oh, we do. That's yes. Thank you.
When you have news stations like CNN and their sponsors are Pfizer, do you really trust their information or opinions on the fentanyl crisis or on drugs? You know what I mean? Like, consider the source, right?
That's a good.
I mean, come on, brought to you by Pfizer. And yeah, they're not going to talk about the fentanyl crisis for more than 30 seconds.
No,
they'll mention it, but it's bad for business. So and then
are you a Biden fan?
No, I shit, man. Let's go, Brandon. Come on, bro.
He's a dick.
Oh my God, he's not even. They had him on methamphetamine when he was running. This is not the same guy that was running against Trump.
He actually wasn't on meth. He
was on something.
No, he's just been dumb and I'm going back to the 90s when I used
but did you see though in 2020 when he was jogging up to the stage and he had all kinds of energy, and then look at him now. It's like they're propping him up like freaking C-3PO.
Okay, I hung out with the dude in the 90s, and he was an idiot back then, is what I'm saying. I'm serious. He was stupid back then.
Well, I know he was because I've seen some lots of clips of him talking, and I remember, yeah, he's always had a reputation for having a big mouth and saying dumb shit. That's kind of
Yeah.
what he's always done.
Yes, and that's.
Remember when he told the people to buy a double barrel shotgun and shoot it in the air and commit a felony on their back porch?
Shotgun. Yeah, shotgun.
Do you know how many Americans did that?
Well, the dumb ones did.
Oh my God. I bought, I go hunting and stuff, and I bought a shotgun. I bought a double barrel, just to have one. It's a coach gun, 12 gauge. And the guy looked at me and he goes, Joe Biden fan? I was just like, a coach gun.
You got a coach. No
shit.
Okay, got it.
No, it's the one. It's made by Stoger. It's a 12 gauge, the double barrel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm just glad you have one.
They're awesome. 19-inch double barrel. The 2 triggers on it. The internal hammer one.
Oh, I understand completely. Trust me.
They're awesome. I like using the short shells with them. You can't use those short shells without it. What's up?
Oh, you like the little the little one, like the.
Well, yeah. When I'm messing around with the double barrel, because there's no recoil in that. I mean, good luck if you want to have some fun with 3-inch shells. Yeah,
you're doing it for fun.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm messing around.
Okay.
Well, I don't hunt with that thing. That thing is for fun, and that's just messing around. And
no, that's cool. Hey, Bella Rose, why did you retract your message, woman? Let's see. But
we live in a lot of country out here, man, and for fun also can include duck hunting too.
Yeah, I'm in the mountains, dude. I get it. Yeah, I'm in the mountains, and I'm a big pro 2A person.
Yeah.
But I want to know where Bella Rose went, because she was being yappy again. And Renee, you could probably chew her up, because she's got a lot of mouth. Nah, she's awesome.
I'll leave that up to you, man. I live in California. I don't want her to kick my ass, bro.
No, she's awesome. I know she lives in Cali too, and she's awesome. She's actually awesome. But
it is weird being a 2A guy here in California, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, with all the laws and regulations.
Oh my God! But they're all changing right now. The magazine ban, the 10-round ban, that's up for decision in the next week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to get thrown out because the guy already threw it out before, Judge Benitez.
Yeah.
And the citing is that the Second Amendment, it doesn't have history, text, or tradition that says that we're supposed to limit firearms. So it's going to be dropped.
Boy.
The guy he dropped it before. Benitez is known here in California as Saint Benitez. And
Saint Benitez.
Yeah, because in April 2019, this case came up the first time. That's how long it's been kicked around. Mm-hmm. And for a whole week, it was called Freedom Week. We were allowed to buy the standard magazines, 15-round magazines for your Glocks, all that.
Oh, yeah.
For a whole week. So all of us bought boxes of them, of course. And then the injunction was ended. And then now, you can't buy them. But in the next 2 weeks, you'll be able to buy them again, most likely here.
There's going to be a lot of major cases coming.
Well, they dropped the assault weapons ban in California last week. Can you believe that?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of major, dude.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of major cases coming up across the country.
Well, that 6-3 domination of conservatives in the Supreme Court is really helping out.
Yeah. Bullet. I'm sorry. Hold on, Renee. Bella, you just called me a bully. She said, "Why are you such a bully? Go to sleep. You're old. Shouldn't you be sleeping?" Bella Rose, you know I'm not a bully. I think actually you kicked my ass more than I kicked yours. I don't know why you're giving me middle fingers. But you should come on and join, because Renee and I are having a very decent conversation, and you're welcome to join and be part of it. And I can't believe you already said that you were going to bed, which you're a liar because you didn't, because you're still here talking, yapping. So,
That's funny.
so come on, Bella Rose. We love you. Everybody loves you. You're a good person. Renee and I would get along with you very well, and we won't attack you. We won't attack you.
No, we don't attack women.
No,
That doesn't happen over here.
well, it's got nothing to do with she's a jerk, but it's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with women part. She's just going to sleep. She said, "I'm going to sleep." Night all. No, you're not.
Have a good
No,
night
you're
if
not.
you are.
She's lying. Oh, thank you, Rudy. Oh, guess who's here? Rudy. Thank you. 1:27 a.m. Central. Appreciate it, Rudy. Yeah. All right. Hey, boss lady. Boss lady, do you want to come on?
I like when you have these streams, man. Usually my kids are not asleep yet, so
It's crazy, and I rarely do them.
yeah, but they're cool when you do.
I rarely do them. And there's some interesting people that come on sometimes.
Yeah, you
Sometimes.
just never know. I like listening to your stories too, though. You have some good stuff to talk about. You've told some stories from your jobs in the past.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I. You know what? I'm just glad I don't do that shit anymore.
I'm
Honestly.
glad you don't do it either, bro. Just like I'm glad I don't drive a taxi anymore. Oh my god.
Exactly.
I'll write a book one day that 4 years, 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. Do the math. It's a lot of freaking driving.
Yeah, I can dig it. Fuck that shit.
You know, and it gets to like, you know what it's like when it's like that, and you're on the streets in a Crown Victoria,
Yeah, no,
all
fuck that
day.
shit. And it was probably an old cop car that was.
It was. We only. It's actually the law in San Francisco that
Yeah.
you have to either buy brand new Crown Victorias when I drove, or it had to be a used Police Interceptor.
Some decommissioned police car
Yeah,
that
yeah.
has.
You can't have the lights on it. You can't have the bumper on the front. They take that off.
Yeah.
But man, those are fun cars to beat the crap out of.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, dude. Bella
I'm
Rose
good.
is. She said she said at first she's going to bed. She's like done with us. She hates us. And then she said, or maybe back down to the casino. Who knows? Because she's
Oh
on.
God.
Because
I was gonna say she's in the
business.
hotel room.
Yeah.
The funny thing is
Yeah.
that hotel she's at, I've been there. It's pretty close to where I live. It's like it's a couple hours away, I guess. But
Yeah.
I went there in 2005 with my wife, so it's pretty funny. We couldn't go anywhere.
All I can tell you, dude, is Bella Rose is a dick. She's an asshole. She picks on me a lot, and I can handle it. But she's a dick. And now she's playing around saying, like, I'm going to bed. She's in the hotel, as you know. And she's like, good night, all. I'm done. And then she's like, well, maybe I'll go to the fucking casino.
Let me tell you
Seriously?
what's going to happen. The phone is getting plugged in next to the bed, and she's going to the casino.
Probably.
That's what my wife would do.
Yeah, she'll be on here. Yes, Steve Herod. It is 2:28 Eastern Standard Time. Rudy is an hour behind us. He's and he's very informative. So
yeah, it's 11:32 where I'm at.
Yeah. Oh, Bella said, obviously you can't handle it because you're up there crying. Where am I crying? Where am I and Renee crying? Where are we crying?
We're in the clouds. I guess we're up there. I don't know.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's too big. I think she's drunk.
I was gonna say I think she's having a little bit too much fun.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe I'll go back. I'm going to bed. I'm going to the casino. I can't make up my mind. Bella Rose. Don't be a clown.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, 5 minutes later. And then she's on here going like, I don't know what city I'm in. No.
That's great.
Yeah, no. She'll come on can't drink at a casino. Bad choice. What the fuck is wrong? She's already drunk, dude. She just said that. You see what she said, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
but you know what though? Some hardcore gamblers though, they feel like that. They'll have a beer or two and they're just like,
Oh,
no more.
I take back what I just said because she instantly responded, "Oh, fuck that. Not me at all." So she's not drunk. Okay. All right. That's fine. But you got a lot of lip on you, woman, still. And you said you were going to bed, but you're at a casino. So fucking have some ball. Renee and I are here talking. So have some.
Is it snowing where you're at right now?
No, it snowed 3 days ago, but no, not where I'm at. Not right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
it's colder than usual this year in California. All the mountains have snow on them, but it's been cold for us. But when we say cold, you guys think we're pussies. Like when it's in the 40s, we're like, it's cold.
Yeah, 40s we're pussies. When it gets to 50s, we're pussies. It's like no, it's fucking cold.
If I
But
ever
yeah.
want to get verbally abused, I call my best friend who lives in Wisconsin and I tell him how fucking cold it is here. And then I hear him throw the phone. And then he
Oh
picks
yeah.
the phone back up and he tells me he hates me.
Yeah, no,
It's -10.
no, no, you're right. Like if it gets to like the sun goes down like 5 p.m.
And it's just
People are
over.
like,
Once the sun goes down, right? It's so
people are
cold.
like, fuck this shit. This is horrible. This is horrible.
I have a friend who lives in New Hampshire, and he's like, I never became an alcoholic until I had a winter in New Hampshire.
I never became an alcoholic till I met Bella Rose. And she actually just said, 556, not everyone can drink like you. It's Coors Light. I'm not drinking
Yeah.
liquor. Relax. I
When,
don't get
when I
drunk.
used to drink beer, it was Coors Light, and or my favorite light beer was, God damn it, Miller Light, I think.
Oh, you're a Miller guy.
Yeah, I think Miller Light was my favorite one. It's been 10 years. I think that's the one.
That's
And
my
I like that.
backup.
Yeah, Miller Light was the one. That's the one. The white can, the white and gold.
Yeah, that's my bad. Steve, you're in Lansing? Dude, 21 degrees in Lansing, Michigan. What's it like in the UP? Probably worse. I love the UP, by the way. And anyone that doesn't know what the UP is, it's the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Oh, Steve, it is 21 degrees in Lansing. Holy shit balls. Well, sorry about your luck. Renee and I are fine. We're pretty warm.
I think it's 43 here where
Right
I'm
now.
at.
Yeah, we're fucking warm. So sorry, Steve. We're very sorry. But I also love. I'm sorry, Renee. Steve, I love Michigan. Spent a lot of time there. Um, Especially the UP. Did a lot of survival training there, stuff like that. Love the UP. I hate your elk. They're fucking assholes. Also, the porcupines are dicks. Like your wildlife up there, they're just fucking assholes. But
Badgers.
love the state, love the state, love the UP, love Rogers City. Oh, Lake Huron, love Rogers City, but the UP, the wildlife up there, Steve's laughing. Yeah, your wildlife are fucking assholes. That's all I'll say. It's true.
I've always wanted to go fishing out there. I'm a big fisherman.
Dude, I caught the biggest salmon of my life in Lake Huron
Nice.
in Michigan. Yeah, it was awesome. But
Those
the
are like
wildlife,
those
don't
lakes
care.
are so big, dude. Oh my god, I couldn't imagine
are.
fishing.
Dude, I swam on shipwrecks, right? And
Yeah.
it's like people are like, yeah, there's another fucking ship sunk here. You can fucking it's just there's so many shipwrecks and stuff. And even when you dive on them, when you go on them, even the wildlife that's out, like the fish, like the salmon the other fish. When you go down there, they look you in the face and they're like,
And they're
"Why?"
huge.
Yeah, and they're like, "Why are you here?" And you're like,
Yeah,
and you're
dude.
swimming, and
That's
they're like,
crazy.
"Why are you here?" You're like, I'm a fucking
In
tourist."
California, we have invasive species that was imported from the East Coast. It's pretty crazy. Like, and
Sika?
no, we have a couple of species of bass that were
Oh,
brought in here in the
I didn't know
1800s.
I didn't know about deer. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's all in the rivers here, and they've taken over. We have bass everywhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere. They're huge too, and so we have them. I live in gold country, so all these rivers that people used to pan for gold in, they're loaded in, lots of catfish and bass and stuff. So I do a lot of catfish fishing and bass fishing.
I don't like eating catfish. I don't. I get it. I get it.
It needs
But
to be
I don't.
prepared a certain way, or else it's oily and kind of jelly like. And
Yeah.
it needs to be, rolled in cornmeal and deep fried, really high temperature and salted and peppered. Otherwise, I know what you're saying. It's gelatinous.
Yes, I agree.
I don't like that. I like the fish to be a little more firm, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly.
I agree. I'm 110%.
Yeah, but the good thing about catfish is, though, they don't have scales, so it's much easier to prepare them.
Correct, and they're best caught at night. For people.
Oh
that
my
don't
God,
know,
yes. Oh, forget about it. They're such fun to catch too. Oh,
Yeah.
forget about
For
it.
people that don't know, go catfishing at night. That's the best time.
Oh my God, catfishing at night in the summertime.
Mhm.
You will catch so many catfish out here in California, and they're all,
Mhm.
5 pounds and up, big, fat,
Same
Oh, wow.
on the opposite side of the country in Maryland. Best
And you
time.
can catch them with hot dogs, for God's sake. You catch them with anything.
Yeah, you can catch them with all kinds of shit in the middle
We
of the night.
use sardines. I usually will use sardines and then a couple of other small fish, and I'll use those.
Yeah.
But love fishing.
Steve Herod, lots of shipwrecks in the Great Lakes. Yes, there are.
That's crazy.
There's
Well, a lot of
few.
our industrial parts of our country relied on those lakes, and a lot of shipwrecks and all kinds of stuff are in those lakes. That's what my buddy was telling me.
Yeah. And what a lot of people don't realize, well, never mind. I won't get into that. But yes.
Did you know that we get most of our table salt from under the mines in the Great Lakes?
From under the mines?
Over 80% of the salt that you guys use here in America, we use the table salt. They come from under the Great Lakes.
Under the okay.
There's huge tunnels that they've been, for over 100 years, and that's where most of our table salt comes from.
So I went to a. It's funny that you say that. I went to a processing plant along Lake Huron in Rogers City
for salt.
Well, I'm not going to get descriptive about it, but yeah, there's a lot of salt and rocks and things that goes on there.
For sure.
Steve Herod, do you by chance know where I'm talking about in Rogers City? I think you should. But yeah, I went there. Spent a lot of time. Well, I spent quite a bit of time over a few years in Michigan, and at this one place that we're talking about now. Oh, Steve knows knows what I'm talking about. Okay, but yeah, I did survival training there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Porcupine. Anyone heard of the? I'm sure Steve's heard of it. Porcupine Mountains in the UP.
I don't know about it. I've heard the name, but I know nothing of it.
Yeah, Akiak Falls, and that's outside Rogers City.
Now, was this for the military or was this for
personal?
For personal. Okay.
I was never military.
Okay, so my brother, I remember he had to do training in Greenland when he was because before he became a Green Beret, he was in the 82nd Airborne, and I remember him saying he had to do some sort of training in Greenland, and all they had was rabbits to eat, and he lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah, I was never military. I've done all kinds of shit in my life, but I was never military. My wife, Mrs. Smith, was absolute hardcore serving in Iraq military, but me,
Nice.
no, not me, not me.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
was,
that.
I was popo. I wasn't.
He
Military.
said I was Popo.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the motherfucker that made you nervous when you were a teenager. That's great.
I would be more scared of my wife. She
You know
served.
what though? Honestly, I've always been really cool with cops when they pull me over, and I've never had problems like I could have had because it's always been attitude. You know, I've never been angry when I've been pulled over.
My wife served in Iraq, and I'm more angry than her, and I'd be afraid of her before me. Yes, Steve Harrod, Porcupine Mountains. No, Steve Harrod, I didn't serve in the military. My wife did. I never have served in the military, unless you count Army ROTC. That doesn't count, in my opinion. I did 4 years of that, and I don't think that counts. So
ROTC. Yeah.
I have never served in the United States military, and I say that on Angel's show all the time, just to make it clear. But my wife, no, she's a badass. She was Army and was in Iraq. I never was. So it is what it is. But yeah, dude. So yeah, we were talking about what? Refresh my memory because there's lots of things going on in the chat.
Oh, now I can see the chat. Yeah, Steve Harrod. I've just never, even when I was doing something illegal, like maybe I had a little pot in the car or whatever, I was always cool. And I never smoked weed in my car. I thought that was always stupid. That's how you just give, the attitude has always gotten cops to be cool with me, just not being a jerk.
If you cooperate, like, and my experience has been, if you're polite and cooperative,
Yeah.
I don't care what you've been doing for the most, well, unless you're committing like a violent felony.
Yeah.
If you're polite and cooperative, police are generally going to be like,
yes, exactly.
Yeah, police are just going to be like, that's funny. Have a good night. And
Yeah.
just fucking.
And now two times in my life, I had a cop that obviously he apparently had been having a bad day before he saw me. Mm-hmm. And I get that. And nothing happened. He was just really rude with me. I mean, get over it, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I could imagine that other people, just depending on the way you react, just like anything in life, and you give, the cop a bad attitude, you're opening a lot of doors.
So Renee, the biggest thing I've always said, and I still stick by this, is everybody gets a chance.
Yep.
Right. Everybody gets a chance.
Yep.
And as a cop, I don't care if you're acting like a complete asshole at the beginning, you still get a chance.
Yeah, you get. That's fair, man. That is fair.
You can correct that. If you're acting like a giant asshole right at the beginning, my first contact with you, if you're fucking going haywire or whatever, you still get a chance. All right. Once you blow that chance, though, I don't care who you are, what the call is, or whatever you get a chance, because everybody in life deserves a chance. Hi, Karen S.
Yeah, because nobody's perfect,
Nobody is perfect, and people can have bad days.
And I was just going to say that everybody has bad days, but if that cop comes to the car door and you have attitude, and then when he goes back to his car and comes back to your car, you better not have attitude anymore.
I will tell you this: I will not be the cop coming to your door, your window with the attitude. I will give you your chance.
I've had that happen a couple times, but yeah, that's very rare.
I will be the one that doesn't give you the attitude, that does not have that mindset. Everybody gets a chance. Okay, so you can be fucked up in the first part, like the contact, but everybody gets a chance. You can change that.
Yep.
You can go back to being normal, kind, polite, whatever. Everybody gets a chance. I always lived that 30 years. I did that, right? And it worked. It
Yeah.
worked for me. I'm still alive. It worked for me.
No, it did work, man. That's,
It worked for me.
you know, you plan for the worst, you hope for the best, so you put the good energy out that you can, and then that's all you can really do.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I've always gone by that. I've always planned for the worst and hoped for the best. That's
Yeah.
my dad taught me that. I always use that.
No, and it's true. It's like you. All right. So, like I said, everybody gets a chance. If you come off as a dick, if you come off as an asshole or an aggressor or whatever, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
If you start off that,
Yes,
if you start off
exactly.
that way, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're not gonna win. You're probably gonna lose that
Bad.
situation.
Losses may include things like pepper spray, scrapes on the ground, two pairs of handcuffs being used.
I don't know, but I can tell you as a cop or former cop for 30 years, I don't want to have that situation.
No. Just like how, you know, you don't want to have to use your weapon on someone. No one wants to do things like that, but when, you know, you have to be able to do something if you have to do something, you know?
Yeah, no, having to be able to is one thing, but if you introduce that, you should avoid that at all within reasonable. You should avoid that. I don't want to use my gun.
Yeah.
On somebody.
Hey, Karen, how are you?
Yeah.
No one does, right? Like, I've been carrying a gun for 21 years, right? And I've never killed anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been many, many times where people have road raged on me and followed me down the road, you know, 1 inch from my bumper. And, you know, it's crazy in California. And it's like you take deep breaths and you just avoid confrontation. That's what I spend a lot of time.
But you're smart. It's not worth. It's
not. I love my family way more than I want to get in trouble and hurt someone.
So someone cuts you off. So someone.
Yeah. So what?
It's not worth.
Yeah.
That's not a deadly force encounter. That's
an ego. That's an ego thing that's going to get your life taken. You're never going to see these people again. And so I told this with MRE, that saying that I always tell myself, because I'm a concealed carrier, is your ego is not your amigo. Don't get into ego battles with people. It's just not worth it. Just avoid confrontation at all costs.
It ain't.
I carry chaos under my armpit. I don't want to have to use it unless I absolutely have to use it.
Yeah, the last thing anybody should be doing is using deadly force against another human being.
100%. It's sad that you even have to think about that, but we live in a world where, you know, as far as criminals go and crime goes, if you're going to be attacked, you're not going to get a warning. They're not going to, you know, the guy that's going to attack you or the person that's going to attack you is going to always know before you. So all you can do is
a valid point.
You know what I mean? Like, say you're going to get robbed, right? The guy that robbed you for your wallet, even if it just seems like a remedial crime at a gas station, he might have known he was going to rob you for 2 days because he always sees you go there, right? You're only going to know at the last second. So if you prepare yourself to the most, it's still no guarantee. You could still get killed with a gun on you, but it's just a constant struggle of paying attention and not having a bad temper that I always have to deal with, you know?
Keep your head up. Always be aware of your surroundings. Never
always. The transitional places, in and out of your car, from your front door to your car, that's where things happen. From the transitional spaces.
The most dangerous times are closest to home.
Yeah, from your car to your house.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's when so many weird things happen to people. People steal your car. Kick your door down, will follow you into your house. That happens a lot.
You get into a motor vehicle collision close to
your
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people relax when they get complacent.
Oh man, you just never know. Yeah, you get in you can get in a fender bender and the guy gets out and tries to beat you with a crowbar. Like, okay, like what do I do now? And then there's things like weapon retention, because if you carry all the time like me, you're always bringing a gun to the party, and
Dude,
my gun can get used against me if I don't train how to retain my weapon, you know?
that is the best point I've heard on here in I don't know how long.
Weapon retention, man.
You just brought up the most important thing. Like all these tough guys, like, well, I carry a gun,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. You know,
That doesn't matter. It's not going to help you.
Yeah, you know what I was taught from the get. 19 years old, right? They hand me a 357 Magnum revolver. One of the first thing I was taught was every call you go to is a man with a gun call. I'm like,
yes.
What are you talking about? And they're like, because you bring the gun.
Yes.
And then
you brought it to the party, dude. Even if it starts as a fist fight.
Exactly. And then they're talking about gun retention, weapon
Sir.
retention. And that is extremely critical.
Super important.
Yes. And a lot of these jackasses that say, well, Second Amendment, I can carry a gun, but I have no training, but I'm going to carry a gun and da-da-da. They have no fucking idea.
But my son and I have trained with the blue guns on retention extensively. You need to get the blue guns, hit the mats with them, and you need to see, try to grab this from me, and I'm going to try and keep it in the holster and see how long you last.
The Smurf blasters. Yes.
Yes, the Smurf blasters.
You have to train with them.
You have to, dude. You don't just put a gun on you and carry a gun and walk off. See, that's the difference between me and Lefty. You know, Lefty does whatever he does, whatever. He carries whatever.
Are you talking about the
Connecticut dude?
Lefty guns?
Yeah.
Guy? Yeah.
The guy's always flashing Glocks, whatever. That's great. It's nice to have guns, and this goes out to everyone. But dude, what are you going to do when somebody stronger than you is trying to take your gun from you? Seriously, serious question. Like, I'm 5'10", 215 pounds. I'm in good shape.
Yeah, better
but training. If someone is 6'4", 250, and they look like Brock Lesnar, and they decide they want to take my gun from me, I better at least know how to try to keep him from doing it. Yeah, probably going to lose, but you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. At least you have training.
At least the training to, yes.
Yeah. Hey, Montauk. Yeah.
I'll sit on it, man. I'll put both of my hands on my pistol, and I'll have a seat, and you get to lift me and the gun.
Let me get a beer, because this is the best conversation I've had on here in a long time.
It's always good to talk reality and firearms with people that understand.
And that's the thing. It's firearms and reality, because a lot of people don't understand the reality.
Most people carry guns and do not have any clue how to keep their gun in a conflict, or how to keep their attitude right so they don't have to even take their gun out.
Exactly. Oh, dude. Okay, everyone. Renee is the winner for the year. He knows what he's talking about, and we're going.
Oh, come on! I'm just a gun nerd. That's that knows his rights.
No, you're intelligent, and we're going to carry on this conversation in a second. And Renee, in the meantime, this is your channel. I'm going to get a beer and kiss. So this is your channel for now.
Well, I'll be a custodian to it for a minute. Go do your thing.
But Renee and I are going to have, we're going to carry on this conversation, and any of you intelligent people that understand what we're talking about will actually join. Oh, Karen S., you're welcome to join. Bella Rose.
I'll give an example too of the weapon retention when you go grab your beer.
No, it's fine. Hang on to that thought. Karen
okay, I'll hang on. I'll wait till you get back.
Karen S., you're welcome to join. Bella Rose, you keep complaining. Go to the casino or fucking come on here. Don't be a jerk. Montauk, you're welcome to join. Steve, you can. Oh, Karen's just listening. Okay, that's fine. You can just listen tonight.
Go grab your beer, brother.
Hold on. I'm seeing who's here.
What's up, Montauk? Good to see you, Montauk.
Yeah, I'm just checking. But yeah, no. Anyone that wants to come on and join, but this dude is absolutely intelligent, and he and I are going to have a conversation that a lot of you can probably learn something from. So I'll be right back, dude. It's your channel.
No problem. Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's I don't know. I've never really gotten into it like I am here on how I feel about being a concealed carrier and how it's a lifestyle. It's not a joke really when I say that, because there's just so much responsibility, right? Like when you're going to the mall and you know that you can't carry a gun at a mall, right? But then you realize that it's a gun-free zone, but shootings happen at the mall and robberies happen at the mall and those kind of choices. Like most law-abiding concealed carriers are going to ignore that sign and carry their gun anyway at the mall, because getting a ticket is not a big deal compared to, you know, getting shot or robbed, or someone with hammers at the jewelry store, which happens here in California, hitting you with a hammer on their way out of the mall, or just lots of stuff that you don't want to happen. You want everything to be positive, but you have to kind of think of, so that, I mean, with MRE, I talked about it as mental reps, mental repetitions. Like you're not being paranoid, but when you get in your car, sometimes, you know, your head on a swivel and think, well, maybe someone is, why is that car stopping behind my car? And why are those people getting out? Just paying attention, really. And it's not paranoia, which is what kind of bothers me when people think it is. It's just preparedness. It actually, for me, and I do have OCD, it makes me feel more safe when I'm paying attention to my surroundings, you know? And things have happened to me in my past. I have been carjacked, you know, when I was much younger. I have been stabbed in my sleep while sleeping on a park bench and had a bike taken from me. I've had things happen to me, so I know what it's like not to be able to defend myself, and I don't like that feeling. Are you back?
I am back, and Montauk says Renee knows his stuff, and I completely agree. I have never had such an intelligent conversation about firearms and training and things like that with anybody on here.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate that, and I'm really a big gun dork first and foremost, but
yeah, so am I.
I really love life too, and as I've gotten older, you know, I've been married for over 20 years. My son's 19. I have a good life, and I value my life more at this moment now than I've ever valued it. So, yes, you know, absolutely, I'm going to protect myself and my family 24 hours a day. Absolutely.
Yes, yes, sir. And I would too. And what most people don't understand in the 2A community is that training and preparation is paramount.
So important. It's everything, right? Like
it is.
I was telling my son, like, because I have trained myself and because he has training, I was trying to tell my son that him and we look at guns differently than the average person on the street. A gun is like a can opener in this house, or a stapler.
It's a tool.
Or it's a tool. It's an absolute tool. It's not this weapon of destruction and all this. You know, I always tell my son, that gun has an external safety on it, but you are the safety. You're the safety. No buttons on that gun are going to make the gun safe. You are the safety.
If anybody on here is not fucking paying attention and listening to Renee right now, you're a fool. This man knows what he's talking about with firearms, common sense, safety, and training. If any of you all are not listening and you're a gun person or whatever, you need to listen to what he's saying. Forget about me. I'm talking about what he is saying, because he is 120%, 130%, 200% on target, right about what he's saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Renee. Keep going.
It's. I mean, I don't have that much more to say, but I'm really appreciating the way that you've let me speak my mind here, because, you know, this is the kind of stuff that is controversial to people, and it shouldn't be made controversial. It shouldn't be made political. Your own personal safety should never be politicized, in my opinion.
You know what, dude? You and I should actually do like a show together one night. Just
Oh, I
talk
would
about this stuff.
absolutely love to.
Like just you and I, not anybody else coming on and blah 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 and saying their
Well, I
own.
would absolutely love to because you have the police officer's view and I have the
I-
regular guy slash, kind
No.
of made some crimes view.
No, you and I have you and I collectively have the importance view of training, right?
Yeah.
And knowing the responsibility of
Yeah.
deadly force.
Yes.
kind of thing.
And the preciousness of life too, yours and the people around you and being
Exactly.
responsible, right? You're
Exactly.
every time you were to let a round off, you're responsible for every round that leaves your
You're
pistol.
accountable. Yeah, exactly. You're
It
accountable.
doesn't matter if you're a cop or a citizen, you're accountable for all those rounds. And
And once you pull that trigger, you cannot take back that round.
No.
You are accountable for it. And it's
you
the
do
same
not.
thing for
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
People
Yes.
don't understand that. It's the same thing.
No. People are so quick to grab a gun, shoot it sideways, not train, and hit kids and do these things. Man, the gun once you do enough training with your weapon, and it's still not enough. You know
It's
what I mean?
never enough.
It's
Yes,
still
it's
never
never
enough.
enough.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a friend, his name's Romeo. He knows more about guns than I do, than anyone I know. And you know what he did? He shot his finger off disassembling his Glock. And you know why all automatically.
I don't.
He chambered around and then removed the magazine.
And then pulled
then-
the trigger to disassemble.
Yes, when he tried to strike it out to take the gun apart, he blew his finger off. So, we all know as gun people that if you're going to clean a gun, you want the ammunition in another room, not even in the same room. So you drop the magazine and then you rack the slide 3 or 4 times and leave it in the, in the open position. Then you could start cleaning.
Clear and
Yes. Twice, right? And if you're sitting next to me, I'm still going to clear it and hand it to you. And you know what I mean? It's like there's just repetitive safety measures,
You and I are so much the same page. Which
Like
is
I
why-
carry. Do you have a different pistol that you carry at home and a different one that you carry when you leave?
Yeah.
So me too. So I have my at home gun and then when I leave. So what I do is that allows me to practice safety measures because every time I leave, I switch guns and I get to practice safety measures. And that makes me better because I'm practicing,
Dude,
little
you
things.
you are so far on the same page as me, and you and I would get destroyed in the 2A community because we're like, no, you need to fucking train. And
Yeah, I know.
people
There's a
are like,
lot of people that
no,
think
it's a Second Amendment. I can have whatever guns and carry whatever.
Yeah.
No, you need fucking training.
No.
You need to
Okay,
understand the
you know,
law.
you're so right about this because like here's that crowd of people, those are the same people, you're going to laugh really hard at this. Those are the same people that tell women who've never owned a gun yet to buy a 38 special and just throw it in their purse.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like I know that a J-frame 38 special, even with non-plus P ammunition, you need to practice with that little revolver. You don't just hope it works because you're going to shoot the roof. You're not going to, right?
Any of you 2A people, and I'm not talking to him because he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Any of you fucking pro firearms people, you need training, and you need to understand the laws and consequences, the criminal and civil liability of you carrying a gun and using it. But training is critical.
Training is critical. And another thing that gets overlooked too, that's kind of part of training, in my opinion, is just routine gun maintenance, keeping your gun oiled.
Oh, absolutely.
Checking it, rotating out your ammunition, your carry ammo needs to get rotated out. I mean, it's a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
People don't understand.
It should be a routine. It should be part. It should be, if you want to carry a gun, it should be part of your routine.
Daily life and routine. Like right now, I'm carrying my shoulder holster with a jacket on. Until I mentioned that, I forgot I had a gun. I don't, you know what I mean? It's just a part of my life. If someone were to kick my door down right now, yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. No guarantees, of course, but
it's a tool. It's a
yes.
tool. But
yes.
as long as you're trained and you understand,
yes,
like everybody understands. Well, a lot of people don't understand. Like you and I know, like the tool, the repercussions of using it, things like that. You and I understand that. But a lot of people that proclaim, "Oh, two-way, I could just fucking carry a gun."
There's so many people like that. Yeah, like there's channels like that too.
And just shoot people and everything will be fine. I'm like,
they'll be like, I'm a constitutionalist and everybody should carry, and you don't tell me to train. I know exactly the people you're talking about.
Yep, you and I are on the same page.
And those are the people that are gonna those are the same people that don't have firearms insurance. Okay, carry insurance. Well, I have the USCCA. You pay it. It's called shoot the bad guy insurance. You need to have that too if you carry a gun. You got to have shoot the bad guy insurance if you're going to carry a gun.
But the most important, you have training.
Yes. And also, a lot of the insurance companies will provide you with training, like USCCA, and there's a couple other ones.
Some will require it too to carry that type of thing. But generally speaking, like any firearms owner should have.
You should always get more training than whatever is required. That's what I think.
See,
because the minimums are never going to be enough. When is it enough training? That's the question I always ask myself.
There's no such thing as enough training. There is actually no such thing as enough training.
Yeah, I've never heard of a guy or girl that's been like, you know what? I've totally trained too much with my firearm. I'm angry. Never heard of that.
Yeah, there's no such thing as too much training.
No.
And especially when it comes, people don't understand. Like there's criminal and civil liabilities.
Yes, sir.
If you think you're tough and you want to fucking carry a gun and shoot somebody, and you might be criminally, you might be cleared.
Yeah, just wait till their family sues you.
Civilly, you're fucked.
Yep. You could shoot someone in your house that broke in your house and they had a gun on them, and their family can sue you because you shot them in the back, even though he got shot in the back because he was running to get a better tactical position in my house. So yeah, I shot him in the back.
Yeah. He
was running to get a better position to kill me in my house. But without insurance, that's hard to prove without a lawyer,
You can be criminally cleared in the United States of America. We're talking about, obviously. In the United States of America, you can be criminally cleared you could be justified in a shooting and still be civilly sued.
Absolutely. And lose everything you own.
And totally raped through the coals.
Yep. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, Jerry? I'm sorry, brother. I had to say hi to Jerry.
No, it's fine. But totally different things, and people don't understand that.
Civil, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, great, I'm not going to jail. Then you get served with paperwork that says, you're getting sued for your house.
Yep, your estate, the estate.
Your estate, everything that you've ever owned, yeah. Hey, I'm going to actually use the restroom. I'll be right back, brother.
No, that's cool. Jerry, Jerry, would you like to come on? Jerry Gambuti, please, for the love of God, would you like to come on? No, Renee and I are getting along very well because he knows firearms inside and out, just like I do, which is very refreshing because that's rare, especially these days. Very rare these days. Where did hey Steve, you want to? Oh no, Steve said he wasn't coming on. Where's Bella? Bella, I know you're still awake. Don't fuck around, Bella. I know you're still awake. You want to come on? You can come on. Don't fuck around. I love Bella. She's awesome. She's fucking awesome. Yeah. Happy birthday, Steve Hurd said. Happy birthday, Jerry.
I'm back, brother.
I hear you. I'm just trying to get people to engage and even come on live.
Yeah,
But
that'd be cool, man. I like it when they do that. Get it.
you are the most intelligent person I've ever spoken to on this platform that knows about firearms training, safety, liability, things like that. And I used to get persecuted for it when I
I
bring up
appreciate
things.
you saying that, man, because I mean, I don't try to be that way, but it's a passion of mine. And you, I mean, to have you around to bounce these thoughts out, off of, just because I don't know anyone I can talk to about this, because
I used,
everyone,
dude,
you
I
know,
get it. I used to be persecuted for my opinions. You and I have the same
yeah,
mindset and opinions. I used to get persecuted for it.
I still do, but it bounces off me. I don't let it bother me so much.
Well, I worry. You and I worry about ourselves. Like we can give people advice and opinions,
Yeah,
and then it's on them.
exactly. I don't get invested in it where it's going to break my soul. If
Yeah.
something, but yeah, I like to just. I'm an information grabber. You're probably a lot like that too. Like, I just like to have as much information about everything that I'm interested in,
Mhm.
and I'm interested in, and have always been in firearms. So I'm like that with
Mhm.
firearms. I'm also like this with cars, hot rods,
No,
anything I'm interested in. I'm all in. Otherwise, I ignore things.
no, you and I are in the same. Like I can't fucking believe how much we're on the same
You're
page.
hella cool, bro. I really like you.
I,
You're
I,
a really
I
good
think
guy,
it's
man.
I think it's awesome.
And
We
it's
need
not just
to
because you're saying nice stuff to me. You're very intelligent and you're easy to talk
no
to.
no we should teach, especially like the firearms thing. You and I should like actually have a forum to
I
teach
agree.
people and be like, hey dummies, you're doing it all wrong, or you should have this mindset kind of thing, because you're the first person I've ever talked to that has the same thinking. Forget my training experience, it doesn't matter, that's
No,
irrelevant.
but you're not the first ex-police officer to tell me
Yeah,
that.
but forget the police stuff. You
I
and
know,
I,
but no, but it means a lot because that's where you have tremendous experience that cannot be discounted.
okay, well, so do you, because you have the intelligence and the and the knowledge to be like, I need training.
Yes.
I understand the difference between criminal and civil liability, right?
Yes.
I have to be consistent with all this, right?
Absolutely. Every
That
day.
that's
Just
but most people don't fucking do those simple things. I'm
it's a
sorry.
mindset that goes through your whole life. You've
Yeah,
done it probably your whole life too, like with everything you do. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry for cursing, but
No, hell
this
no,
kind of
man.
thing gets me upset.
I curse a lot. You could never offend me with swear words
Okay, but you
ever.
get the basic concept. Like you get
Yeah.
the very basic
Like,
concept.
here's another thing that I see. The point of view. Tell me what you think of this. Like, when you're a police officer, your job is so different than someone like me who's a personal defender. Like, my job is to break contact and get away from a bad situation, right?
Mhm.
Your job is to, when you're working as a cop, when you can't run from the situation. You got to run at the situation. Your rules of engagement are completely different than mine. Mine are to break
Our
contact, and you have to do a whole bunch of other things when you encounter the same criminal,
So ROE is different from militaries to civilian. And again,
Yes.
I will stress to people, I was never military. My wife was, not me. Let's get that fucking straight. But ROE is different, and when you take it to and police are civilians. Police are not military. Police are not
No,
anything.
they're civilians. So I try to tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
Police are civilians.
Yep.
That is so. Oh my God, that is one of the things people do not understand.
No, they don't. Police have to abide by the same rules that's like
Yes.
everyday average Joe and Jane have to
Yes.
abide by. The only difference is their employment requires them to carry a gun, and they get training that everyday average Joe and Jane don't get. However, it may or may not be enough depending on your opinion, but that's a lot more than some average Joe that just owns a gun, that just buys it and
puts it in a box and then uses it when he hears noises at night. You know?
Right, exactly. And then your average cop and your dedicated gun owner citizen that goes and gets training and gets a carry permit and then follows through and gets that training. That's pretty fucking critical, because your life may depend on it someday.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. So just like a cop, like they go through this thing. But anybody that just goes buys a gun and a box of ammo, I wouldn't trust my life.
The average person that buys a gun does a couple of things that I've noticed. Mm-hmm. Most people will buy a gun, buy a couple of boxes of ammo, shoot it once, and then lock it up in their house, and they won't leave their house with their gun.
And they probably didn't even clean it after they shot it.
They probably didn't clean it after they shot it, and it probably has no oil in it, right?
Yep.
Now, look, this is what most people do. How stupid would you feel if you're sleeping in the middle of the night and your gun is locked up in the safe? What are you going to do, right? Like, this is what mental reps are. Like, for me, I have a fingerprint safe. I'm sure you know the model I'm talking about.
Yeah, the biometric.
And I don't use that. I have the analog one. I keep the key around my neck, and I keep it right next to me, you know. And my dog is a Chihuahua, so if my dog's going to hear whatever comes to the door.
All right. And give me 5 seconds.
Yes. I'll give you 10 seconds.
I'm with this dude 110%. I am with this dude 110%.
Like we do training drills
110%.
In my house where they're simple. They take 5 minutes, and
110%.
If someone were to break in your house, the best thing you could do is all go to the back of the house.
Sorry, I had to. I was screaming. I don't know if you heard me. I'm like in the background. I'm like, I'm with the dude 110%.
I heard you, brother. That's
so
great.
Glock 30 SF. That's the
the slim frame, very nice.
That's the home protection thing. Got the tack light on it. That's the home protection thing. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? All right. I'll put them back on. You can come back on anytime you want. Bella Rose, I know you're still there. Jerky, I know you're still there. Karen S, I know you don't want to come on. You don't have to. That's fine. But Renee are talking to yeah. All right, there you go. Renee and I are talking about some. No, you're fine. Renee and I are talking about some serious shit, and people don't understand that.
Oh, I heard you bring the Glock 30 out. Did you show it or? There you go.
45 ACP, 10 rounds, standard factory mag. This is my home defense one, not my personal everyday carry. I carry a Glock 26 daily. A little tactical light, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's right here. That's right here. And like you were talking about, dude, before, it's like, what's within reach? What do you carry?
Yeah. No, exactly. Like, so here's mine. Yeah. This is the Glock 20.
Yeah.
It's empty. It's clean. This is the 10 mil.
Yeah. Let the firearms Nancy's be worried. Let them.
You know what I mean? And this one comes with the. This is the 15 round 10 mil.
Yeah.
And this is my home defense, and I keep it right here in the holster in my armpit that you can't see because, I mean, it's comfortable.
It's nobody's fucking business in the first
No,
place.
it's not. It's absolutely nobody's
Oh,
business, right?
yeah. Let them come around and fuck around and see what happens.
I love the cup of coffee, cup of lead, you know, and the rounds that I use, these ones in particular, these are Sig Sauer hollow points.
Mhm.
These are bonded bullets, as you well know about bonded bullets.
Mhm.
This one is 624 foot-pounds of energy. So,
Well,
yeah,
well,
like 357 Magnum power. You know what I mean?
well, you know, someone, someone can come around your house, my house. We have training, we have knowledge. We're well
Yeah.
aware of what we can and can't do. Let them come around. Have
Cup of coffee,
have a
cup of lead.
coffee, a cup of
Up
lead.
to you.
Yeah. That's
100%.
I mean, I say that, but I'm serious.
Yeah.
You come around, have a cup of coffee. I'll fucking talk to you. I'll be nice. I'll fucking
Absolutely.
talk to you. We'll have a beer. We'll have a cup of coffee. If you act like a fucking piece of shit or you get violent,
Everybody gets a vote. As far as, you know, if you want to be a nice guy, you want to be a bad guy.
remember, everybody gets a chance.
Yes, everyone gets, and also the coffee is quite delicious at my house.
Yeah.
It is actually.
Yeah. Everyone gets a chance, but if you fuck that up, fuck up the chance, that's on you.
Yeah.
And Renee and I will be there to address it.
You know what's great about your Glock 30 is that's actually the next pistol I want to buy. It's the same exact gun as this. The only difference is the magazine, the extractor, and the barrel, but the frame it's the same frame.
So the 30SF, the one I like about this is it does have the short rail.
Yeah, this one does too. This one does too. This one has the short rail too.
Yeah, so I can put the light on it.
Yes, I have the light, but I don't have the holster for the light. Because out here in California, it's kind of hard to get the holster with the light if you're not law enforcement. So instead, though, you know, we have the everyday carry light. I think I have my flashlight on me somewhere. But yeah, I keep a really bright police style flashlight on me all the time. You know, you gotta have
you always have to have a
always my everyday carry. I always have a buck knife, a gun, 2 reloads, and a flashlight and a pepper spray wherever I go.
And what people don't realize is when you let me clear it real quick. Safe. When you're forget the light on the front, but when you're holding it, you can actually hold a flashlight. Do I have one around here?
Yeah, you can hold it under it too. I do that sometimes.
Hold it next to it or to the side and hold a flashlight, and you still. Like I have a weapon light mounted on this one, but you can actually hold a flashlight, people, in your other hand, and still be able to shoot your pistol, but still have a flashlight in your. I hate calling it. I hate calling it like.
But you have to train with that though. Like I know how to do that, but I need more training doing that with the flashlight.
Yeah, you have to train for that.
You got to train with that, you know. And another reason why I want the gun you have also, I love 45 ACP. I love them. Outside of the house, that's what I carry. 45 ACP. It's a 1911, but in the house, I really like the idea of the 10 millimeter double stack for multiple reasons.
Nothing wrong with that.
I just like the extra firepower because you never know. Some guys might break in; they might have a vest on. Yeah,
10 millimeters, 10 times better than 40 cal. And what's 40 cal?
It's a 40 caliber Magnum essentially.
40 cal is 10 millimeters short.
Yeah,
and it's over pressurized. I would go with 10 millimeter.
It is over pressurized. You know what's funny? Is this gun fires 40 calibers right through it with no change of the extractor or the magazine.
Exactly.
So I practice with 40 caliber high pressure rounds because they're cheaper. 10 millimeter rounds are over $1 a round out here.
Oh, and now it's getting like, I mean, I just bought what did I buy? 1,400 rounds of and this is for you'll laugh at this. I just bought 1,400 rounds of 22 long rifle, and I bought 1,000 rounds of 9
I was gonna say 9mm, guarantee it.
9mm.
What'd you get? Federal?
No, I got where the fuck is it? No, it wasn't Federal.
Hornady?
No, oh fuck.
Remington? I like Remington a lot.
I think it was I have so many ammo cans in here.
Cellier and Bullet.
No, not that shit. No. Fuck.
That's the
Cellier
dirtiest
Bullet.
ammo ever.
Cellier below. Would you like to buy our shotgun or ammunition? No, fuck that.
Would you like to make your gun so dirty that it doesn't work after 50 rounds?
It wasn't them. I think it was
Winchester.
Now I think about it, it might have been Remington.
Remington, man, that's the old standby. That's what I use in my 357 Magnum. I love the old Remington loads.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but it might have been. It might have been. I went through Ammo Man and bought it. It was 200 and change for 1,000 rounds of 9mm.
That's a good deal. Out here, it's more expensive than that in California. I've stockpiled 9mm over the years because I have a couple of 9mm guns, but the prices are so bad right now. I won't buy any of it.
Oh, absolutely. I just did it just to add more.
Yeah,
dude.
10mm is hard to find. That's the only thing I'm having issues finding 10mm carry rounds.
And it's
expensive. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Fuck that shit. Like I get it. I get it. But I've been collecting, well, not collecting. I've been purchasing ammunition for 20 years.
Yeah. Long time, you know, you accumulate stuff. People ask me.
I have a shit ton. I have a fucking shit, like thousands.
Let's put it this way. I have enough 12 gauge ammunition for my grandson who's not born for another 30 years.
Same for me.
Double lot buck? Oh, okay. Yeah. I will never have to buy that again.
Same for me. You and I are on the same page, and that's why I love you, because
that's so funny. 12 gauges are great until you start practicing with them and you realize how much they hurt.
Okay. So I have not only just like, you have the 50 cal, 30 cal ammunition cans that you store ammo in. I have artillery cases.
Oh yeah, I know what you got.
I have artillery cases that
I'm doing okay. If I didn't have to buy ammo for a few years, I guess I could, but just for the rotating purpose of rotating stock and practicing, you got to buy stuff.
No, I can do. I can dig it. It's fine. It's fine. People don't understand. People don't understand. Forget the whole like everything we were talking about before, the whole training thing, the carrying.
But the lifestyle thing they don't understand.
Ammunition, you can't just have like you buy a box of 50 rounds and that's your
you need, in my opinion, each gun needs 300 to 500 target rounds, always put aside.
Yeah, you can't have a box of 50 rounds be like, well, I'm safe. That's not
that's 50 zombies. Yeah, okay.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
It's not how any of this shit works.
That's not how it works. And you better have, because you have to train, like Renee said, you have to fucking train.
You know what's with the training comes confidence that people will never understand, and I don't care if they understand. You get a certain confidence knowing that if you're in a bad neighborhood, and something bad happens, you're going to have a way better chance than somebody who has no training.
Agreed. I can be some street thug that shoots my gun sideways 10 times a day, 10
with
rounds.
Target rounds.
10 rounds a day sideways, not even correctly holding the firearm. But if I'm trained and I'm actually holding that firearm correctly, my chances of defending myself against that mutt will be 10 times greater than somebody that's not trained.
Yep, especially when he limp wrists it and it jams and he doesn't know how to clear a stovepipe.
Yeah, clearing a malfunction is one of the most critical things you can ever do with firearms training, and clearing clearing that, like he said,
Stovepipe,
is
man, that's so common and it's so easy to clear. But you know, like that LA shooting they had,
double
that
feed.
guy, yeah,
Stovepipe, double feed, things like that. It's so easy.
double feed. The immediate when you say double feed, I immediately eject and rip that fucking magazine out, rack that fucking slide 3 times, jam it back in, fire.
You got it. Are you sure you were never a cop?
No, dude, I told you my brother was a Green Beret. Being around him and absorbing 10% of what he knew helped me a lot.
No, but you got down neck Newark. How are you? It's good to have you on the
double
channel.
Feeds are terrible, man. They're that's the last one that you want.
I think you agree with this. Well, I fucking know you agree with this. Obviously, training is key, but we were just talking about ammunition. The more ammunition you have, the more you can train, and the more you train, the more capable you get with your firearm that you either carry on a daily basis or you have sitting around the house for self-defense or in your vehicle, whatever. The more ammunition that you have, the better you can train. And that training part, Renee will agree with me, the training part is key. It's critical.
Yeah.
If you don't have the training, you probably shouldn't have the gun.
Well, I had some legal problems that didn't allow me until recently to buy ammunition and train. Mm-hmm. And if I were to tell you that my skills were the same as they were 8 months ago, I'd be lying to you. They deteriorate if you don't practice.
No, I'm the same way. No, I get it.
You know, I got to get out there more. I'm probably going to go the day after tomorrow when I go fishing. I'll probably go shooting then. I don't go to the range unless I'm dialing in a gun.
No, I can
usually or testing out ammo. I usually shoot outdoors.
I wish I could shoot as much now as I used to. Right?
Yeah.
Fuck the job. Just from personal time.
Yeah. It's so stress relieving,
dude,
you know.
Dude, at my old house, I had 2 ranges. I don't have that now.
Yeah. I drive 5 miles down the road, and there's this farmer that lets us, as long as we pick up our shells, pick up our brass, he lets us shoot out there.
Yeah, and that's fine, and that's cool. But training,
yeah,
people need to fucking understand this. Like, they think just because they have a Second Amendment right to own a gun, they can carry it.
That's just the doorway to the responsibility. It's not even. That's just the beginning. The Second Amendment is literally just the beginning. You have to. Yeah.
People are so stupid. You need training. Just because you have a Second Amendment right to own a firearm and you can buy the bullets, the ammunition, and shit, it doesn't mean you can carry it. It doesn't mean you can go and carry it around in public.
Or that you should. I mean, let's say you could, but you shouldn't. Right. No.
Right. Or that you probably shouldn't, especially if you're not.
I would recommend. I wouldn't personally. I don't know. I think the average person should, probably train at least 1,000 rounds worth of training and then do some retention, retention training,
Yeah, muscle memory and firearm retention. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Firearm retention always gets left out. I'm a stickler with that one
But all these dickheads that are like 2A, Second Amendment, no, you guys are dummies. And girls, sorry, girls and guys. You need training. And like we were talking about a couple minutes ago, buy the ammo and train with it. don't just buy a 50-round pack of ammo.
Yeah, because you
Buy
want to
the
vet
gun.
your ammunition with your gun. Because some ammunition. Here's a good example. I have a 1911,
Mhm.
and notoriously they have issues with hollow points. So
Mhm.
my pistol will only fire reliable ammunition from Federal because they make the hollow points that are
Yeah,
a little
no,
more rounded off, so it
yeah,
doesn't jam.
no. I was just talking about the assholes who go out and buy a gun and they buy a 50-round rocks, 50
Yeah,
50-round box of ammo. They're like,
yeah,
that's all I need. Everything's fine.
yeah.
Well,
Just like my brother-in-law. Exactly.
where's your fucking training? You just bought a gun and a 50-round box of ammo. Do you even know how to fucking?
Yeah, and while you're downstairs watching TV and your gun's upstairs, someone
Right.
broke in your house. Now
Yeah.
what?
No, they're playing Call of Duty. They're
Yeah.
well trained. They're well trained playing
Oh
Call of
my
Duty
God.
or fucking whatever. Yeah, no. You and I are on the same page on this shit. It fucking dude. It honestly pisses me off. Like people think that they can do this stuff and be like legit. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I'll tell you what, those kind of people will eliminate themselves or others because it's just eventual. I I,
yeah.
I can't believe when I see pictures of people and you hear about the Alec Baldwin thing. People just literally
Oh.
take pictures with their hands on the trigger and
Yeah.
oh my God, trigger discipline. That's another thing. It made me crazy when I see pictures.
It's safety discipline. It's just common sense, and people don't pay attention to that shit. They think they're badass. They
Yeah.
think they can.
They think they're John Wick, bro.
Right, and
Which is fine. Like everyone wants to be John Wick, right? I mean, I
Does,
wish I could do that shit,
does
right?
does everybody out here that's listening know that John Wick doesn't actually exist? That's not a real person.
Although
Well,
Keanu Reeves is excellent with firearms, though he is highly trained.
he is, and when Emery and I were in the CIA together, he's like the closest person to John Wick
That's great.
I've ever experienced. So
MRE is that is
if,
so awesome.
if anybody wants to talk about John Wick, think about MRE. That's the closest experience.
I love those John Wick movies. I think the new one's coming out soon.
Yes, actually, you're right. It is.
I really am not a big fan of those kinds of action movies, but that particular series of movies is satisfying to watch for me.
I'm not, as long as he trains at Terran Tactical and
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's got that guy training him exactly.
and then with Halle Berry.
Did you see that when he did the course with the rifle? That was so cool.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that impresses me, dude.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
He actually does legit training.
Yeah, I need training with my carbine much more. See, that's an area where I'm very lacking, where I should be much better in.
And that's something, Renee, like people don't understand. Like if actors have to train with like real guns,
yeah,
you fucking morons out there on the street that think you have the Second Amendment right to own and carry
and keep a 38 in your purse
with no training.
Yeah,
you're fucking a liability to
the lady that's got bubble gum in her purse right next to her revolver.
Right. You all are a liability to us because
you make the rest of us look bad.
We have training. We have training. We own these guns. We have training.
And the rules of the game. Things like we'll talk about later, maybe like disparity of force.
Yep.
When is it okay to use my firearm?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a huge thing too. Disparity of force. If you're getting in a one-on-one fight with a guy and you're a man, you can't just decide to shoot him because you're losing the fight, right?
I'm gonna get Renee. I'm gonna get so much trouble for my opinions because of just my channel name. It won't be the first time.
But it's
people don't understand.
They don't. There's so many different situations that can happen.
They're so stupid. They're so stupid. And then I get in trouble for calling them stupid. I'm like, well, you're fucking
willingly ignorant is probably better. They just don't want to know.
I'm gonna have to write that down. Willingly willingly
ignorant. You know, they just accept it that they're ignoring. Ignorant is ignoring. It's the same thing.
Hold on, I'm writing it down. Willingly
Ignorant.
willingly ignore. No, it's I actually just wrote that down.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, people usually do that when they don't want to concede. They'll look the other way. I don't know. I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, then they'll figure that out in court.
Yeah, the disparity of force with a woman is completely different. I tell my wife that, like, so when it's just me and another person, of course I can't use a firearm if he doesn't have a weapon. But if it's my wife and a big strong guy strangling her, and she shoots him in the stomach with a revolver, that's disparity of force. She had to do that. She couldn't defeat him.
Well, use of deadly force is use of deadly force.
Yes.
And in a situation like you described, that was completely justified.
Exactly.
As you know. But say that was happening, this motherfucker was strangling her, but you happen to walk in the room, would you use deadly force?
That's up to each person and each situation, because third party stuff you have to make your own decision on.
That's
you know, correct. It's a third party thing, you know, not my monkeys, not my circus most of the time. But if I see like an old lady or a child or a woman that's, you know, obviously her life's in danger. I mean, I haven't had it happen, but I would like to think that I would help, you know. I would like to think that I would most likely help.
Everybody that's watching this is the most intelligent man I've ever talked to about deadly force, and I've been involved in multiple deadly force situations.
I've been studying the films for years with I don't know if you've seen the channel Active Self-Protection with John Correa.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his, but yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his, but because he's obviously someone who wanted to be a cop and never became one, so he does what he does. But the video on his show with disparity of force is pretty good.
No, he has some pretty good videos out there, but and he's also a pastor, right? Or a
yeah, and he's a stickler for training, but I definitely disagree with him on a lot of things.
I do too, and I've
seen him side with bad cops and bad shoots before. Simply, in my opinion, because I think he really, really loves cops and wishes he was one. That's just my opinion.
I don't disagree with that statement at all.
Yeah, I've seen some questionable things he's done. Yeah,
I don't think like the things he puts out. Like it's good information.
Yes.
Right. It's
all information to me. You just have to sort through it, you know?
Right. But him personally, I don't really. He and I had actually a couple of disagreements.
I've had disagreements with John.
Yeah,
I've had he's blocked me before.
Yeah,
you know, for sure.
I don't particularly agree with a lot of his personal.
I don't like the way he puts down people who own Glocks.
Yeah. What I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to, you and I are on the same page.
Yeah. I've had arguments with him about lots of stuff, but a lot of it was pistol choices and not shaming people for owning Glocks. I used to argue with him about.
See, I never got into him with about Glocks. I got into him with about, training and tactics and things like that.
Yeah, I know. I feel you.
Yeah, he basically said I didn't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well, like, you know, the funny thing is like I argued with him about, he used to say, you know, hit the mats, and he's a white belt in jiu-jitsu. And one day I go, bro, you've been a white belt for like 4 years now. Obviously, you don't train. You know what I mean? I know about jiu-jitsu. And like, you know, white belts, like you're done with your white belt in 3 to 6 months. We're talking 4 years. And he's like, I'm a white belt. No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You loosened your belt after you ate, maybe, but you're not a white belt.
I think he has good intentions. I just don't think he actually has a real life training experience.
I don't think he has the discipline It's obvious, and it sounds terrible, but in the way he carries himself and the way he takes care of himself physically,
Mhm.
I personally don't think he has the discipline. He doesn't clean his gun. Like, he shows off that fact
Mhm.
and shows how dirty his gun is. He just seems like he's not very disciplined to me.
Yeah, I just don't think he has the training and
No,
experience to project what he's
no.
trying to
He
project.
shoots paper targets and he tries to exactly
Yeah,
project
static paper targets, not real.
100%. 100%.
P. Pisano, I do have one question 556 and Renee. What's a decent price on a good clean AK these days?
That'll be you
Um,
to answer. I don't know.
I don't know. I wish I could. I can't. I'm not allowed to own one
I don't
here.
have one either. Yeah.
You can actually buy a parts kit and build your own PD. That's if you have the knowledge and tools to do it. But look up. God, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Look up Palmetto State Armory and see what they're selling their low end AKs for, just for price comparisons. Uh, Go on Gunbroker.
Yeah,
What's
Gun
the
Broker's really good actually.
Yeah, what's the other website?
Oh, I
Shoot.
can't remember it.
Yeah, there's another website
Oh,
too. You can go on to check out gun current
I
gun
hate when
like.
I do a brain fart.
I know I do this. I'm doing it. We're both doing it right now. We're both doing it right now together.
I know.
There's a couple different gun websites that you can check out. Uh, Regular, like common, like recent gun prices. Gun Broker's one of them. The other
We
one,
definitely need to do some sort of show together, maybe once in a while on this. This is interesting.
that's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
There's a lot of people that really need to
Learn.
hear the training aspect of it from someone like you that has that your end of it. I think it's
It
important.
ain't just for me, dude. It's from you too. I'm nobody. If you and I are talking about things we agree about, it's not me. It's you too. And you're saying a lot of very good, intelligent things.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with you. I'm trying to fight with you, bro.
Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight?
No, no, no. That's great. I can't disagree with you. I like the stuff you're saying, man.
Hold on, hold on. Let's
Hold
see.
my beer.
Unsafety. I just put the mag in, right?
Oh God.
Now I rack the slide. Is it loaded or not?
um, it is loaded. I consider everything loaded, brother.
You and I both know it's loaded, but
Yes,
assholes out there would be
they
like,
don't know,
no.
but
So
it's a trick question because
I'm
you
gonna
treat every gun as it's loaded.
thank you,
Treat them all
thank
loaded.
you, thank you. You just proved the point.
Muzzle pointed away
Every
from stuff. You know, Jeez.
every gun is fucking loaded. If someone
Every
hands you
gun.
a gun, it's fucking loaded. Treat it like it's fucking loaded. Yeah, you actually just you prove the point. That's why we get along so well. I don't know how. I don't even know how the fuck I know you, but we get along so well, and your points are
It's
so
called
valid.
common sense thinking, and then we both love firearms.
Yeah. So I loaded a gun on
Yeah, it's no
live
biggie.
fucking video.
There's 1,000 gun channels out there. I tell people all the time, like, it's up to the content creator. Some of them freak out about it,
Right.
but there's literally a whole genre of guns where people have 1 million followers. It's not a big deal.
And you said, you're the one that said, yeah, the number. I'm like, what's the number one? Like I was trying to be like it was kind of like a trick question, like you said.
Yeah,
And no, you said treat every gun like it's loaded. And
everyone,
that was exactly it. That was exactly
everyone. It doesn't matter if you unloaded it. Yeah, no, it's just a training scar.
I loaded it on camera, right?
Yeah.
I loaded it on camera, and you made the point. No, you treat every gun like it's fucking loaded.
Yep.
And people are dumb. People aren't going to get that. They're going to watch it and be like, what? They're going to hit like, how do you rewind? They're going to, like, the people are stupid.
I would
Right.
never want to work in a gun shop, man. Those guys get guns pointed at them by idiots every day. It's unbelievable.
I see. The thing is, I do. That's kind of like what I want to do now is work in a gun.
Yeah, but only if you own it, though, because you've seen.
No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to fucking own.
You don't want to. You don't want to deal with the
I'm not going
regulations.
through the FFL shit. No, I'm not. I'm not going through that.
Yeah,
I
they
just
come into
want-
those stores and they just shut down their store and they do inventory checks. They're crazy, like to the owners of those places.
Yeah, I would work there. I wouldn't own it, for sure. But yeah, dude, it's just so amazing. Like I loaded a fucking gun on live YouTube, and you made the most valid point ever.
Always loaded, baby.
Yeah, well,
Always loaded.
morons.
If we're
don't-
standing in a garage and there's three of us, there's 3 dudes checking out a gun. Every person that gets handed that gun needs to unload it, even if he thinks it's accidents happen.
Yeah. If anyone's not paying attention to Renee, you should. Whether he's on my channel or somebody else's channel, you should actually fucking pay attention to what he says. This is a very intelligent person. Just saying. I tested him. I just did in front of all of you. and he made it very clear. He's like, yeah. And he provided all the correct answers and information. Down neck. I'm sorry. But everybody should pay attention to what he says, not just on my channel. Not just
Oh,
on my
come
channel.
on, guys. I make mistakes.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Although I called that Chicago muscle clown out before a lot of people.
We all make mistakes, and that's fine, and that's human nature. But when it comes, I'm just talking about like you and I with firearms and things like
Yeah.
that. Pay attention to what he thinks and what he says, because he is, in my opinion, 110% correct. And
I appreciate the kind words, bro. Like,
no,
honestly, I'm not used to people saying nice things about me.
It's truth. It's truth. And there's only 7 people watching right now, but there's been, I don't know. There's been a bunch of people watching that have.
Yeah, they've been in and out.
Yeah, they come in and out, but and this will be like people can watch this over and over and over and over and over again.
I know it's true, and if just like, and I know this sounds cliche or whatever, but if like 1 or 2 people become safer and more comfortable with their firearm, that would be awesome. Like if I got an email or if I heard about somebody benefiting from any of this, that'd be, I would love that.
If you save or train one life, either way.
Yeah.
If you save or train
100%
one life, that's what matters.
People do horrible accidents just from basic stuff. They shoot themselves in the femoral artery and not wearing a holster, just sticking a gun in their pants. Like, even the holster has to be good. Everything has to, safety is so many things.
PD Paisano, if you want to take actual gunsmith training, go to Sonoran Desert Institute.
Yes, Sonoran Desert Institute. That's right. Online training.
Or just fucking do it yourself. You can do it. You don't even actually have to do that. Or you can go hang around your local gun shop, and there will probably be an FFL and a designated gunsmith that is employed by the shop, and you can be an apprentice and be trained by the resident gunsmith. Just an idea. just an idea. And Renee, you can agree or disagree, but
No, I
just
agree.
just some different ideas how you can go about doing gunsmithing. That's all. How did you get into gunsmithing, by the way?
Just get into basic firearms altogether.
Have you seen the video of my shop?
Yeah, I did, man. It's nice.
Well, I'm an asshole, but
I want to learn how to reload. That's one of the things I haven't
that
learned.
scares the living shit out of me. I
That's
will.
why that's what I'm saying, because they have all those SAMI specs and all the things you have to do to get it
Yeah,
right. I don't want to
yeah.
blow my hand up or blow
No,
my shop,
I'm
you
not.
know.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not fucking doing reloading. I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
too easy to go. It's too easy to just buy a box.
people can call me a pussy all they want. I'm not fucking doing reloading.
Yeah, I've
I'm not.
heard horror stories.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not reloading, and I'm not making my own 37 mil rounds too either.
I'll
So,
reload 12 gauge though. That's a different story, but
well, I'll put primers. Well, actually,
yeah.
I put primers in shells, but I'm like, I don't fucking. I'm not. No, I'm just not reloading. And call me a
Yeah,
pussy. Anybody can call
what
me.
happens when you blow up your gun or something or your hand?
Anybody can call me a pussy all they want. I'm not fucking reloading. Uh, the
I'd like
most.
to learn it though. I would like to learn the actual skill.
Me too. And I want to reload. Okay, this is horrible. Um, this is horrible. The only reason why I want to reload correctly is I want to make rounds for my 37 millimeter. I have two 37 millimeter launchers.
Oh damn, that's the non-lethal or whatever.
They're not 40 mics. They're just
Oh,
a
okay.
little.
I'm thinking of the 40.
No, the 40. I wish I had. The 40s are destructive devices. 37 are not. I have two 37 mils. And the only reason why I wanted to get into reloading is the rounds are fucking expensive for those things. They're fucking outrageous. So I'm like, well, maybe I can reload with 37 mil and save some money. And then you have to figure out which black powder, which,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
part freaks me out, man. I don't know
how,
enough about that.
and then with the shells, because both 37 and 40, they make both plastic and aluminum hulls, like the
Yeah.
shells.
Yeah.
And then you have the primers, like they're either shotgun or they're pistol. You have to go through all these different. I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to. I'd rather spend like $300 on a case of
Yeah.
ammo than and a case. When I say case for that type of ammo, 37, 40 mil for like 10 rounds, 12 rounds, that's a case.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend that money than try to make it myself for fucking safety. For safety,
Yeah,
because
people don't realize how dangerous reloading is.
yeah, I don't want to be that asshole. It's like, yeah, I'm making a 37 millimeter round, and we're gonna shoot it. Next thing you know, I'm just a red mist on a bunch of
Oh,
plants, on a bunch of
terrible.
on a bunch of pieces of grass in a field. Yeah, I'm not. I don't fuck around like that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
That's it is
It,
what it is.
it is easier to just buy a couple boxes.
It is. And even though it's expensive, it's like, all right, I'm going to buy a case of 10,
Yeah.
12, 10, 12 rounds. They're professionally, made. I'm not going to turn myself
I've
into
only
any.
had ammunition recalled once as far as the professional made ammunition goes. And I
Mhm,
had some Winchester 38 specials
mhm.
that got recalled a couple years ago. They were loaded super hot and dangerous for like a 38.
Dude, my old beat partner, when we were carrying Glock, well, 22s, 40 cal. Uh, he went to shoot a deer. This is a true story. He went to shoot a deer, right? And these are
Okay.
duty rounds. These are like locked and loaded kind of shit. Like
Yeah.
shit's like ready to go 24/7, 365. So anyway, Deer gets hit by a car. He fucking rolls up. He's like, fuck, I gotta put it down. He pulls out his Glock 22, 40 Smith & Wesson, pulls the trigger, round goes pop, pop. And he's like, that didn't seem right. That's not how these are supposed to work. So he clears. He's like, what the fuck? He cleared. Thank God he cleared the chamber, right? But the round, the actual bullet made it out of the barrel, even though it should have been a basically like a squib round.
A squib round stuck in the barrel. Fuck.
It should have been, but the bullet actually fell out at the end of the
It
barrel.
fell out at low velocity. He got lucky.
Very lucky. And so he's like, what the fuck? He cleared it. He's like, I don't know. All right, whatever.
Those are scary, man. Hang fires are scary too.
Yeah. Next round, guess what happened? Same
hang fire.
Same
thing?
Same fucking thing. These are issued duty round. A large police
180 grain.
Yeah. 40 cal.
Yeah, 180 grain, 40 cal. Most
federal hydroshocks.
Okay, I know exactly those rounds. Yeah,
and we worked for a large agency in the DC Metro Geta area, and he's like, the deer's just sitting there. Poor deer is just sitting there, right? And there's hey Edwin, how are you? Just got 2 squib rounds, right? And he cleared the first one. He made sure there was no. He's like, holy shit. Well, he complained. He filed an internal thing and said, what's going? They recalled. Christ, I forget how much of our ammunition.
Underloaded ammunition. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to go turn in a shit ton of ammo, right? And then they issued us all new ammo because this lot or whatever from federal was bad. Yeah, but we had to turn.
You guys probably moved to Spear Gold Dot.
Oh, when we switched from 329, we did switch to Spear.
Yeah, I have Spear Gold Dot for my 9mm, 124 grain plus P.
Yeah, G2. Edwin, how are you, sir?
You look like a ghost.
He's coming around the Christmas. Is that a Christmas tree?
I don't know, but you look like a ghost, man. That freaked me out.
Edwin, how are you, sir? Edwin, you're muted. Can you hear me? Oh, he is. Is he muted? No, I don't think. Is he muted? Mr. Jimenez, are you? I love Edwin. He's so.
I do too. He's like
he's so real.
He's like the mayor of YouTube.
he is. He's so real.
He's the mayor, bro. He's the moral mayor. If you mess up, he'll let you know.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right.
Everyone loves Edwin. You know, anyone that's rude to Edwin, it just shows what a terrible person they are.
I absolutely agree.
He's a good dude.
Yes, PD. Edwin is awesome. Edwin, can you hear us? Renee and I are not here. We're talking. We love you to death.
I just think he might have hit the mute button, maybe.
I think he also has connection issues where he is. He's down.
Oh, that's right. He's in Puerto Rico. They have really weird internet there.
Yeah. Edwin, I see you. I see you moving.
Maybe he has to hang up and come back in.
No, I see. There he is. Edwin, how are you, sir?
We can't hear you, Edwin, but we could see you.
How are you, sir? Oh,
okay. Heard something.
I think Edwin.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
We can hear you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can
Uh,
hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm blacked out. I have to be outside.
No,
I
you're
don't want to
fine.
wake. Yeah, I don't want to wake up my wife.
No, you're fine. It's cool.
Good to hear you, Edwin.
Yeah, it's good to see and hear you, sir. It's awesome. How are you doing?
Oh,
Oh,
well, there goes the internet. He'll
okay.
be back.
Well, let me drop the link again. I think he lost connection. That's all. Yeah, I'll drop the link again. I think he just lost
Yeah.
connection. Not a big deal. He was talking to us, so that was cool.
It's always good to see and hear him. But yeah, the
It
connection
is.
that he's always had a bad one there.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it happens. Yeah. Renee, take over for a second. I got to piss.
Handle your business. It's just sometimes it just is what it is. That's great. I got to piss. Here's the pirate picture. That's awesome. Wonder how many people are in the chat. I'm gonna actually try to take a look. It's all right, Edwin. I'm sure you'll be back. Hey, what's up, Down Neck? Always good to see Petey in there. I agree with you, Down Neck. With the pretending to be protecting women, the whole Chicago muscle thing, that was crazy. He really did disappear, though. Hey, Petey, yeah, I love the federal HST also. It's really good. I've never had a problem with it. Think I'm thinking I have it for 45 ACP. I have a low recoil federal, which is I think it's 165 grain, and it's over 1,000 feet per second. It's a pretty good round for 45. But federal usually makes really good ammunition. I've had a problem with Winchester before. That's about it as far as like not reliable rounds.
All right, sorry, I'm back. Oh, Edwin hasn't come back.
Yeah, he said it says his connection was bad.
Oh, I missed that. All right. Yeah, I apologize. I had to pee real. I apologize. I appreciate you taking over.
You're
the
drinking
chat.
Coors, man. You should probably have a catheter
It's
on.
Coors Light. It's Coors Light. There's a
Coors
difference.
Light. That's right.
It's
It's
a
not the
difference.
banquet of beers. It's the silver bullet, baby.
There's a difference. There's a difference. And when I went to the beer store today, the actual Coors truck was out there. I almost fucking hijacked it.
I was just gonna say, did you almost shit your pants upon seeing that, or what?
I roll because I'm in the mountain. Like I'm in the mountains. Like I'm in the middle of nowhere.
You're just
And,
like, I know for a fact that the beer I'm buying came off that truck.
the dude I fucking like he rolled it in and put it in the cooler, and I just picked it up. I'm like, I love you, man.
I love the Coors
I love you, man.
Light. I did love drinking the tall cans. I used to get the 3-packs of those too.
Yeah.
Tall cans, and then another one I used to like Rolling Rock. I used to like that beer.
Really? Rolling Rock. Okay.
Yeah, I used to like it. It was easy to drink. You could, have a steak and lobster or shrimp with it. I liked Rolling Rock.
How about fuck, what's the one from Pennsylvania? Fucking not Rolling Rock.
Well, Rolling Rock's from Pennsylvania.
Yingling.
Never had it.
Oh, good. That's probably a wise decision.
It's probably
Probably a wise decision. Yeah, I don't. It's not my thing. Coors Light's my. Actually, I have blood in my alcohol stream. It's mostly Coors Light.
You could drink Coors Light all day, every day, as long as you're, eating with it
What
a
do you
little
mean
bit of
could?
food.
I do. That's what I do. I don't smoke anymore. I quit smoking, but I drink Coors Lights every day.
Oh, you quit smoking cigarettes?
I did 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations, bro. I smoked for
Thank you.
12 years and I quit about 15 years ago,
Yeah, I
16
quit.
years ago.
Yeah, I quit. I quit cold originally for 9 years. Quit cold for nine
Oh, and
years.
then you went back. That must have
I
hurt.
did. I went back 2007 until 3 weeks.
Yeah, you don't need that shit in your life. Once you pass that 10-day point, then it's just up to your mental strength and how strong you are because it's
For
out of your body, you
Yeah, for
know?
me, yeah, you're right. And for me, it's no problem. For my wife, she's fucking cracking out. Mrs.
I had
Smith
to
is
use the
fucking.
patch to quit. I had to use the
She was taking fuck, what's that pill?
the
Uh,
one that I forget. God damn it.
yeah, that pill. She was taking that, and the pill
The
was
one
like,
that makes you want to kill yourself, maybe. I
yeah,
forget the name of it.
yes, yes. She was taking that, and she's like,
Yeah, I forget the name of it because
she's
it's
like,
terrible.
it made her want cigarettes even more.
Isn't
It
it
made her
Chasantix or some
it,
shit like that?
Chantix. Thank you,
That's it.
Chantix.
Yeah.
It made her even angrier.
Yeah.
It
It
made her love
Fuck.
to smoke even more, right? I felt like I had to leave the house
Oh
because
my God.
she's like, "Ugh." Yeah, no,
No
Chantix.
thanks.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
the
Chantix.
patch worked. I used the patch and I didn't even finish the whole program. I used it for about, I think, maybe a week and then I just didn't use it anymore. I felt like and I never went back. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been. I quit cold again 3 weeks. Oh, now I will be honest. The first time I quit cold, I was sick. Um, just like this last time when I quit cold. But I did try the patch the first time, and I
Yeah.
smoked. Remember these Merit Ultralight
Oh my God.
Menthols? Yeah, right. So they basically had like zero nicotine, zero anything, right? Merit Ultralight Menthols.
I used
So
to smoke those Merits with the weird filters.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I remember those. They're green.
yeah. And then they
Yeah.
gave me, I'm like, well, this is before I got sick. I'm like, and I got really sick. I'm like, I want to give me the patch. And I'm like, and they're like, you smoke? I'm like, yeah, I smoke. Yeah, I smoke Merit Ultralight Menthols, and they didn't know what they were. And they're like, okay, here's the patch. The fucking nicotine in the patch was 10 times what was in these fucking
Oh yeah. Did you have the
ridiculous.
vivid dreams? I had dreams that were unbelievable.
Dude, I would sit there and shake in daylight. Forget the dreams. I know what you're talking about, the dreams. I would sit there in daylight and just fucking shake. Like
Yeah,
I
they
would be
they
like,
they said that the side effect was vivid dreams and then shaking, and I
yeah,
had all that.
yeah. And then at night, the nightmares, the fucking
The dreams and the
all
nightmares were just so vivid. They were so real, you
all
know.
that shit. I'm like, this is like 10 times the nicotine I actually
Yeah,
get
it
out.
is, man. I think that's why I was able to quit. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. No, I got lucky. I got really like I almost died, but I got really sick, and then obviously I quit smoking, being sick for nine
Well,
years.
well, stay away from it now, man. You don't need that shit in your life, dude. Everything
If
works better. Your dick works better, your brain, everything when you quit.
if
Trust me.
anyone tries to give me one of those fucking patches again, or any of these fucking I quit smoking pills, I'm gonna kill somebody
Oh, the
because
Chantix, I'm telling you,
I'm not going through that shit again.
The Chantix is evil.
That's what my wife was doing, and now she quit taking it because she got angry.
Yeah, dude.
She's got cancer, and I'm like,
Oh
and now I
man,
know
I'm sorry to
she was
hear that. I
saying,
didn't
I'm
know
like,
that.
and you're taking like, and she's getting angry. I'm like, you don't like, I don't. None of us need this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's
You
dangerous.
always try any yeah, unneeded stress in the house is
Yeah,
not
and
cool.
she's like, fuck this shit. I ain't doing. But she hasn't smoked in 2.5 weeks, I guess. but yeah,
I hope you guys never go back. It's so nice to be able to breathe and
dude, it's
you know.
$10 a pack. Just some money.
Yeah, when I quit, it was $5 a pack, and I couldn't believe it then.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
That's
$10 a
insane.
pack. I'm like, we're saving $20, $30 a day.
So that's
I'm like,
50 cents a cigarette, right? Oh my God.
yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And then it makes all your clothes smell like shit. You know, it makes all of it. You don't realize it till you quit after that first week that your whole closet stinks.
Yeah,
You know,
you're right. And my
everything stinks, and it makes you sick to smell it. You know.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
But right now, you should be at the point where food is starting to taste a lot better because you get a lot of your.
I'm eating more food again.
But it tastes better, so that's why people gain weight too, because your taste buds are getting cooked from the cigarettes, and then they heal. And all of a sudden, pizza tastes real fucking good.
Well, it hasn't been pizza. It's been subs, mostly steak and cheese and cheeseburger.
So that's good.
But yeah, I'm gonna gain weight again.
Just eat a lot of protein and keep away from the carbohydrates. I'm really good at that kind of stuff, and that's keep away from the carbs, bro.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna eat. I know I'm gonna gain weight again. I already know this. I
gained 50 pounds after I smoked cigarettes and quit.
Dude, I get it. I
put it on. It was, dude, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. All I did was eat gummy bears. I actually became diagnosed with diabetes 2 years after I quit cigarettes. And I felt like, are you kidding me? Like,
same page. Really? Same page. My doctors are like, yeah, you're obese. And I'm like, fucking. What I'm not going to go in.
Yeah, from age 28 to 32, I weighed 260 pounds. I just couldn't believe that. I'm only 5'10", you know.
All right, there we go. Same page. I was 6'1". Same.
It's only a 2-inch difference in height. It ain't shit, really.
No, cool. But we were in the same. And my doctors are like, you're obese.
I think I had a 44-inch waist, and I weighed 254 pounds. I think it was.
I was 46.
Yeah, man. Oh, I was wearing them 46s though. The 44 was the actual tape measure.
Well, yeah. But yeah.
I was a mailbox for a while, dude. Now I have a 32-inch waist. And it's all good.
Mailbox.
Yeah, I was built like a mailbox, man. It's terrible.
No, I can dig it. And I was a popo, and I was actually Dick Tracy at the time, and they're like, "Yeah, you're at risk. You're obese.
You're getting big, yeah."
You're obese.
I took care. I'm 45 now. I took care of all the diabetic stuff from 32 until now. I've been really healthy.
So you do know, like, being a detective didn't help because we're not very
mobile,
active, right?
We're not very, my favorite show of all time is First 48, and when you watch the detectives, they grow every year.
I live that dream, and that's actually that's true, because as a detective, you don't have to be very mobile. You don't have to be physical.
No, you're showing up to scenes detecting.
Well, you're called there, but you spend most of your time fucking eating and going on the computer,
drinking coffee,
answering like making phone calls. Shit like that. But that was my worst when I was a detective. That was my worst state of weight, physical wellness, and I'm on my way back there. And I don't care. I'm retired now. It doesn't matter.
Honestly, man, just stay away from the carbs and the sugars. You'll be all right.
Well, that's why I drink Coors Light.
Oh, dude, it's Coors Light's nothing. It's just water.
It's piss water. That's what
bread water.
Piss water. Yeah, it's piss water. Down Neck Newark, thank you for coming on. Good to see you. Cheryl the Regulator. Did I miss? Did somebody try? No, nobody tried to get on here. I was trying to get Cheryl or Bella Rose, who's a dick, trying to get her. To
Oh,
come
she went to sleep.
No, I know. I'm breaking her balls.
Well, brother,
Not,
actually, I
not that
have to
she has
get to
balls.
bed. I have to actually get to bed because I gotta get up pretty early in the morning.
I can dig it. I can dig it. You do what you got to do. Um,
But yeah,
I'm,
is there a private chat here in this little thing I can go to?
yeah, you just click on private chat. You have
Message
StreamYard,
chat.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I was gonna
Just click private chat. That's just you and I will see that. Nobody else will.
is that the one? Okay, it says chat with everybody in the studio. That's the one.
No comments. If
That's the
you click on
comments.
comments, everybody will see it. But if you
Okay,
say
but just go to the chat.
private chat, that will just be between.
Tell me if you can see this or if this is just in the regular chat. Let me see.
Okay. I see hi.
And that is that in the regular chat or is
No,
that just me and
that's
you?
that's in private chat. Yeah, just me. and
Okay,
you.
cool. I'm in the right one.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to give you my contact information because I trust you. I'm not worried about it. And if you ever wanted to do a show or something, you know,
Yeah, no, that's cool. No, I can dig it, and
I'm not
that's
worried about someone like you. You're trustworthy.
I actually appreciate it. My email, I'm just gonna type it in here so you can have it. This will probably be easier than all your
Yeah, you can
typing.
give me your email too, and I can contact you through my email. But here's my number for safekeeping. The only other person that has my number is Lee.
I'm sorry.
That's fucking great. Oh, the phone calls are wonderful. Trust me.
I have no. He, you know what? He has all my information. He doesn't call. He doesn't write. He doesn't like me because
No, don't take it personally. You got to remember, dude. Lee is like preoccupied with his show. He really spends every second when we don't see him trying to make his channel better and stuff. I respect him for that.
I kind of respect him. I think he has.
He just has his way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he has a great sense of humor and things like that. He's just uh he's just a narcissistic asshole that doesn't respond to my emails. I'm just kidding.
You're fucking funny, dude. I love you,
All right,
man.
hold on. I'm gonna send you. Oh, I misspelled G. How do you fucking misspell Gmail? I just fucking misspelled Gmail.
That's hilarious.
All right, there we go. Oh, you're well, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
That's my area code. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're there. Okay. All right. But you see,
And then I see yours.
that's my email.
Okay, cool.
And I'm not going to post my phone number in here, but I will do it by email if you
No, you
email
don't
me.
have to, man. Just but I have your
I'll
email.
give you my fucking resume. I don't care. I like your attitude and you know, your ideology.
But if you ever had to get a hold of me and you felt uncomfortable me having your number, you could always block your number. I don't care either way.
No, I don't do that shit. It's my real number. I talked to fucking Chris Schrock.
Oh yeah, you talked to the Trockster. I forgot.
That jackass fucking blows up my phone like it's nobody's fucking. He's not.
Yeah, I don't do that, but you're always welcome to call me for whatever, man. When I give my number out, it's because I trust you, and you know, if you need to talk to someone about whatever, I'm there.
There's only a few content creators that I am that have my personal information that I actually talk to. Chris Schrock is the worst. He's an asshole. But yeah, there's a few, and regardless of what anybody thinks, and I thought I made this clear on Angel's channel. I don't have Angel's phone number, and she does not.
Yeah, neither do I.
And she does not have mine. Her and I do not talk. Her and I are not like we don't have conversations on the phone or text each other or anything like that. So I just want to make that clear.
Yep, me neither.
Again.
Although I love Angel like an auntie and she's awesome.
Right. Don't sound like Trock because he's a fucking asshole. But yeah, Angel and I don't talk. We don't hang out. We don't fucking like text and phone call and be like, "Hi,
what are you doing today? Nothing. User.
Yeah, we don't. That's not.
That's what
how.
Trock's for.
That's not how it works in real life. Angel's got her own. Angel's
Well,
got
well,
her
brother, have a great night, and
You too.
yeah, I'll be running into you in the chats and stuff, man. God bless you. It's
Yes,
always
sir.
great talking to you, man. Always.
Thank you for coming on, and we will do a live, just you and I, and talking about certain things because
All good. Just let me know, my friend.
you got it. All right, have a good one. I'm not
You
going to
too.
kick you. You kick
Good night
yourself.
to the chats. Okay, I'll kick myself.
All
Take
right.
care.
Good night, chat, and thank you for joining. Anybody else that wants to come on? Renee is awesome, by the way. Renee's awesome. If there's anybody out there that wants to come on, you're welcome. It won't be long because it's 4:30 in the freaking morning. But thank you, Renee, for coming on. Anyone that wants to come on for a couple minutes? If not, I'm going to end this in 3 minutes when it becomes 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cheryl, good night to you as well. If anyone wants to come on before then, you got 2 minutes now. But yeah, Edwin, thank you. Actually, Edwin, thank you for joining. I know you had connectivity issues, but thank you for coming on. Petey Paisano, we're gonna get you on the show one night just to say, John, I'm not letting you on. That looks like a wacky yak. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. You're a flippy, flappy, wappy yacky. You got kicked from the studio. I just had somebody come on in the background named John. That was a flippy, flappy, wacky. And those of you that knows what I'm talking about. Not gonna happen. Mr. Smith, don't forget to send blood sample. Edwin, if they try to take blood from me, I will fight them. I don't deal with needles very well. PD, I wish you would join sometime. Come on, say hi, express yourself. Renee was on for like, 3 hours, something like that. He's pretty cool, and you're welcome to do the same. And people that don't do that aren't content creators or don't do live streams, there's assholes. There's assholes that will try to join, and they'll put up pictures or videos or things that are very um, inappropriate, things like that. Um, I fell victim to it. Angel's fallen victim to it, like a lot of us that do live streams has fallen victim to it. But anyway, you have to pay attention and head it off at the pass. No pun intended. But yeah, I just had to do that. There was a flappy, yappy on there. Petey, don't thank me. You're welcome to join any time. Just like Edwin, Mr. Jimenez, Cheryl, Carol Mahale, um, even Bella Rose, who's a jerk to me. Y'all are Down Neck Newark. I know you're not here anymore, but you would be welcome to join on this channel live. Who else? And we're not talking about Troc. Troc's an asshole. We're not talking about Troc. We're not talking about Troc. Who else is here? 7 watching now. Is there anybody of the 7 that wants to come on right now, and we don't want to see your penis? Because the last motherfucker that tried to join tried to come on with their like not their face, just a penis, and that wasn't gonna happen. Not on my show. Well, not this time. It's happened once, but it's not gonna happen again. Just saying. Edwin, I try to be humorous because that's what makes life great. Is I'm the class clown. I think. But being humorous is. Oh, I try to make it my specialty. Put it that way. Put it that way. Yeah. Anyone that wants to come. Did I drop the? Oh, I didn't do that. Oh crap. There we go. Anyone that wants to come on for the last few minutes, Edwin, I know you're on for a short bit, but you had some connectivity issues. Petey, if you want to come on for a couple minutes, that would be fine too. I'm just the last couple minutes. It's 4:30. We were on till 5 yesterday. And I kind of got in trouble for that because I woke up Mrs. Smith, but I'm trying not to do that. So anyway, if anyone for 2 minutes wants to come on and say hi, you are welcome to. If not, we will say good night to everybody and this is the important part, thank you. There's 8 watching now, but thank you to everybody that came on to watch. Thank you to Renee for participating. Edwin, of course, you had some connectivity issues. I understand. Everyone, look, just everyone. I rarely do live streams, but when I do, I greatly appreciate everybody participating. So I do have I have a very good dry sense of humor. I actually have a dark sense of humor, and I try to avoid bringing it out because that would scare a lot of people on here. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I appreciate you participating. For future reference, if you want to actually come on here, yes, you need to download StreamYard. It is free. You just have a limited time in which you can use it per month. But yes, StreamYard is free. But if you want to participate in a live stream for mine, Angels, anybody else's, you do have to have StreamYard. And it is free. It is free. It's just limited as to the amount of time per month you can use it unless you have a paid subscription. PD, just press link and follow instructions. You don't need to download. Oh, I thought you did need to download StreamYard, Edwin. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's correct. I don't know. I thought you actually had to have StreamYard. So maybe not. If you don't, that's cool. But when I started doing it, I had to download StreamYard. So I don't know. If Edwin's giving out good instructions, thank you. Just follow what he says, or you know, just check it out. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. Um, Thank you, everybody, for coming here. I really do. I sincerely appreciate you all for coming here, watching my dumbass, participating in the conversation. Uh, y'all are great, and you all are always welcome here. There's no drama. It's just me being me, and just having conversations with good people. So anyway, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'm going to click the end broadcast button. Why? Because we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you all. Thank you all.